You can't refuse to refuse because then I would die. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Joseph! Joseph!
I made my character shirtless with no shoes on.
The man couldn't afford a shirt.
I know, but
I never actually finished Paradise Kill.
you wanted to be Game of the Year.
No, I just wanted it on the list.
I auditioned for NIDA. They didn't accept me, but I auditioned.
I hear that, buddy. I hear that, buddy. I hear that, buddy.
I'm not religious. You my father.
They will always go to the gutter.
Gutters.
So early in the night.
And we're there.
This is so my game. It's Thursday, the 23rd of June, coming at you live from the Loki Studios, starring Stephanie Ben Dixon, Peter Burns, Gus Ronalds, and it's your boy, Nick, boy, Richardson. All right, and tonight on the show, this episode reminds me of my past. Teenage days.
Good.
Back in Regna, country New South Wales.
That's good.
Where me and the guys, we called ourselves champions, would roll down the window of our neon white Camry and wolf whistle at the construction workers, yelling, "You're a looker?" Yeah, that's right. We really turned the sexual politics on its head, didn't we? And I have a feeling tonight's episode is going to be our best one yet.
I'm so confused about how these relate to games, and I'm excited to find out how they do.
Yeah, this one was like a story.
But the idea also of a wolf whistle is that it's like, it's a non-verbal way of harassing someone often. And you decide to just go with the words, "You're a looker." And just like,
But no, we would wolf whistle, and then we'd yell.
then when they look
and
over
then
and
I
think,
would objectify the
Give us
guys
your
on the construction.
wolf whistle.
Huh?
Whistle for us.
but you can do a wolf whistle without that.
Whistle.
Once more.
Whistle.
Oh, that was not bad.
Yeah.
Improved.
Oh.
Wait, you can whistle. There it is.
Yeah. Hey, use that nail gun on me.
Why is it
And then I do the rest of the
in
one.
Ragnar.
it's so hard to do something that looks so... I definitely
This
can't
is
make
terrible
more than one
content
note.
to start by whistling
no,
into the
no.
microphone.
Whistle. No, the whistle.
Oh, that's a good whistle. Wait, no, you whistled into the whistle.
Yeah. Sexy train.
Do you remember when you said you
Oh, God,
invited?
maybe.
You invited. Yeah, he's like he instantly is worried.
Just whatever is about.
And
to
I was
happen
going to
here,
get swole.
We'll give you the details at the post show. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We were over at your place one night, and we were about to have dinner, and then you said, "Do you want to dip your wick with a drink?" And we were like,
No, you were all like, "No, we're fine." And then you were like, "I can't let that. I need to."
I was like, "What did you say? Dip your wick?" And you were like, "Yeah, like like to."
Yep.
Yeah.
They
And
know.
I was like, "Did
They
you
know.
mean wet your whistle?" And he was like,
Yeah.
"Maybe."
It's good to work out what you're doing wrong and adjust yourself accordingly.
Steph, I noticed you don't have a white one. Would you like to get up in Dee's guts of a Pinot Noir?
What? That was very graphic.
What? It's an expression about wine, isn't it, Gus?
This.
It's not an expression I commonly use, but I'll work it into the rotation and see how it goes.
Okay,
Was
good.
there one more?
That was my sad.
Oh.
It's like trombone sad wolf whistle.
R2D2 crying.
Yeah, good.
Everyone dipped their wicks so far?
Yeah, I'm all dipped up.
Great.
My wick is dipped.
Been dipped.
Dipped?
Dipped. Yep.
Dipped.
15. 15.
Yeah,
It's a good year.
You can say what's going on there.
Yeah, I poured myself a drink at the start of the show. We all have, as you can see, and I poured myself a cola beverage, and then I noticed we had another. I smelled out another addition, and I added something to my cola, which now when I smell it reminds me of being about 15, which is a bad age for
He
it.
sat down and he said,
I said, "Smell this."
Like, and
went
shoved it in Pete's face.
I didn't shove it. I just
No,
said.
it was even more graphic because what he actually said was, do you want to be reminded of what it was like to be 15? Smell this.
Yeah,
and it was
yeah,
just
yeah,
like,
like-
oh, God. Oh, that's the
My immediate thought
man.
was he farted in the top of his drink.
Yeah. When is
let's-
smell this ever followed by something good?
delicious. Yeah. It never is, because if it's delicious,
Smell
you
this.
already smell it.
Yeah.
You
Already
walk into a house,
"Ooh,
you're like,
yes, I want more of that smell.
this?
If you've got
True.
nothing to register and someone says smell this and you've got nothing for context, it's
Yeah.
never a good
Yeah,
one.
totally.
no.
But yeah, there's a splash of bourbon in this one, and it's
I want a
delightfully.
splash. I think a healthy splash.
There's a healthy splash
And
in here.
take books with pictures of plates on them.
It's
Good.
my Vincent Price, or whatever it was. Fuck it.
James Mason.
Good evening.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We've been watching SNL clips just before we started. A pleasure to have everybody here tonight. A pleasure to have you back.
Yes, but only to leave again.
Yeah, I know.
I'll be gone for 2 weeks after
I know. Yeah, I know. I don't have anything funny to say about that. It's just a bit sad.
Make the most of tonight.
Yeah, live a little.
Yeah, get
drink,
up and
drink some of
guts.
Yeah.
Have some of these 15 mil. Get up. I mean, you're a husband. You can say it.
But no, that would not be my drink. Mine would be like a raspberry, like vodka.
Cruiser?
fruit-
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
fuck yeah.
An apple,
or one of
an
those,
apple noodle.
Stolichnia lemon rusky.
A Stolly.
Stolly.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rusky.
Stolly.
Oh, God, how good was a lemon Rusky?
An oodle, an apple
Yep.
noodle. UDLs.
Smirnoff Double Black.
Oh,
Smirnoff Double Black.
now we're
Oh.
talking.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, well, the hard
That-
seltzers are a
around.
real thing.
They're big
Yeah.
now, but Mike's Hard Lemonade was like back in Stolichniana days. It was like the alternate version to that. It was like you either had Stollies or you had Mike's Hard Lemonade, because that was the American one. That
I've never heard of.
It's an American version of it. It's
Yeah, okay.
the same thing. You drink a
I
lot
remember
of it
one
and
year
fall over.
doing 100 shots and attempting
What?
100 shots and
A centurion, Stephanie.
of UDLs, and I was like,
Oh my
I was
God.
like,
Oh, right. Okay,
the
so
maths
you're like,
in my head was like, we're not going to get drunk off that.
it's like 2 cans of UDL.
No,
It is
well,
not.
it's not much. It's not as much as you think. But the point behind a centurion is to do a shot a minute. And is that what you were doing? Oh,
100 shots in 100 minutes.
yes. Sorry. Yeah. So, and the point is, it hits you a lot harder. You do it with beer, and you're done by like 45. You wouldn't think so. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't calculate right in
Those
your
are
brain.
the days.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that sounds,
don't do
well, horrible now, but fun
What
back
about
then.
did you ever play that game with the cards? That was fun too.
that. Well, there's
How much? A beer is 330 mils and a shot is 30.
King's Cup.
Yes, it's
King-
10.
So
King's Cup.
yeah, you've got a.
You've drunk
once you're at
10
11,
beers
you're
if you do
yeah,
100.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Did you
pretty
ever,
much
did you ever
it.
play that? King's Cup?
No, what's that?
It's like
Card game. You put down cards. They all have a different rule attached to each card. You're also filling a cup in
It's
the
a
middle with
drinking
all your
game?
dregs.
yes, and it's
okay.
disgusting. There's like a big bucket in the middle. And how does it go? Everyone goes around and
There's
has to
lots
say
of different
something or
rules.
whatever.
Yeah, there's lots of
But like,
adjusting
and you
rules.
draw a card and then you attach a
lost
rule
the
to that
show.
card. Like no one is allowed to point for the rest of the night. You have to use some other part of your body.
King's
and if somebody
Cup.
breaks that rule and they have to
Do we say Queens? King's
pour,
Cup. King's Cup.
they have to take a drink and then pour some into the.
Oh, no.
It eventually
middle?
becomes
Oh,
And
a,
then
dregs,
yeah.
a dregs one, and if
And then the loser drinks the bucket?
Yeah.
The loser
Yeah.
drinks
Oh, fuck.
the bucket. It's disgusting.
God. I mean, that's a much better version of the stuff that we played at my
First
boys'
Three
boarding
Kings
school,
pour
but
some
yeah,
in the bottle.
good.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the rules vary, but yeah, that would be why it's called King's
the
Cup.
center bowl, it becomes rancid.
The-
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like a big.
I mean,
goblet.
yeah, and it's got everything.
God
It's
forbid
got, like,
someone-
wine.
and
It's
beer
got
and-
beer.
God
and
forbid someone
spirits and-
turns up with some kind of like milky.
Oh, like a Bailey's or
Bailey's.
something. Yeah, it is.
Something.
Somebody's just like swigging Baileys in the.
Oh, that's not
They know they're doing damage when they pour that in there.
Also-
that used to be a snot ball as a shot. You pour a shot of Bailey, or you pour Bailey's into something with citrus, so it would turn into an instantaneous
Oh,
I
right.
once-
ball, and it would be like a
Right.
phlegm
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
I
You
once
shot it?
asked for a Malibu and Coke, and I don't know why, but the guy behind the bar confused Baileys with Malibu and poured Baileys into Coke. And the resulting science experiment that he
Good.
passed across the bar was like,
Yeah, that's.
he looked confused and I looked confused and I said, "What have you done?" And he was like, "Isn't that what you asked for?" And I was like, "No." It just became this milky, frothy.
That's
Yeah, it
horrible.
crackles instantly.
It's actually, well, it's kind I guess it's a bit like a creaming soda, but
It was
also
bad.
not.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
Kinda like a
low-key,
Sprite?
Bailey's I actually really enjoy.
Bailey's is
I bought a bottle of Bailey's like 6 months ago, and I was like,
A little bit on
holy shit,
ice,
this is-
just
yeah,
like sip
yeah,
away
yeah,
at that.
it's
Oh,
so
It's nice.
good.
it's better than
It's nice.
dessert if you don't feel like anything.
But it does like rocket me back to being 16.
Well, that's what I'm
Like-
saying.
Like
It's
a
like-
real sort of like
Smell it.
yeah, it is a it is a real like emotional.
Yep.
Like to the point where I actually get the same insecurities. Like I
Pavlovian
just turned
response.
16, totally. Like
Yeah,
I'm just like
yeah.
oh.
Body glitter, handkerchief tops.
Yeah, that's what my
Steps.
16 was like.
Small
Steps.
short sleeve t-shirts
boots
over
too
long
big.
sleeve t-shirts. You ever do those ones?
Oh, I have one of those now.
Wait, what'd you say?
What?
I said a short sleeve t-shirt over a long sleeve t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Under.
I love
Like,
that
that's
look on men
pointless.
so
Yeah, yeah,
much that
yeah,
I
yeah.
now emulate it as
Really?
an adult.
I used to
woman.
love that. I
Yeah.
used to have a blue t-shirt over a white long sleeve
Thought it
tee.
was
I
so
looked like
fucking
something out of a generic after school special. I was the American whatever main character was.
No, it's great. I love
it
it.
still works, yeah.
Yeah.
Only mine is actually like
Car keys
it's attached.
built in. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
meant to look like that's what it is.
Yes.
but
Yeah,
Without
But you don't
having to-
overheat
without the extra.
You don't
layer.
overheat and
There
it's
it
only
is.
one wash.
on the California skate ramps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
DolphinPants wants to know how do we get Gus to do a shoey? I think
You
you just have to ask, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the man smelt alcohol in a closed bottle in a cupboard.
Through 3
So-
walls.
Doesn't it ruin
Well,
a
we
perfectly
have
good
to
shoe?
play.
I could get you a new shoe.
We
that's
have
fine.
to play King's Cup, but instead of a cup, it's a shoe.
Shoe.
So, okay, that.
But
Sorry,
what about, it
first
have
of
to be
all,
a gumboot.
Phenomenal
It has to be a
point.
gumboot or something.
King's clog. King's clog.
King's Clog.
King's Club.
King's Crocs. Oh, every time.
Are there rules about like drinking games on Twitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not allowed to promote alcohol.
Most of this
as-
conversation has been like borderline, I think.
Yeah.
Really?
In terms of like
The entertainment
promoting
part stemmed
TOS?
from the alcohol.
Oh no, I should clarify that all of my stories ended with me being very sad, and you shouldn't do it.
At the end of this cup, I'll be very sad.
definitely hasn't made the evening more fun.
No.
No.
Wait, does it enhance a good time or it doesn't enhance? a
It
good
does
time?
not.
It does
A
not.
good
enhance
time
good
will be
time.
had with or without.
Right,
If I
okay.
happen
Good
to be
time
there.
will be
at
Okay, yeah, go.
Isn't that the motto of our stream?
the- Probably.
Yeah. How did I kill the conversation?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it just sort of petered out.
I think all of us were suddenly just racing through everything we just said, and we're like, "Are we
I
going to
think-
get
yeah, yeah.
banned?"
I think we're okay.
We're fine. No one report us.
We're okay?
Yeah, we're all cool here, right? You're all cool.
You're all cool. You'll
on,
drink some of
nah.
this, right? Come on.
You wouldn't tell me, would ya? I know where you live.
Oh my god! You drink some of this. You want to be cool? You want to hang out with us?
You wanna be
Okay.
cool, right?
You
What
don't.
I said last, sorry, I said on the stream, I did a Roller Champ stream yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
And at one point, people dropped out and they kept playing. And I was like, sorry, I dropped out and I was like, well, you want to make the clips reel, right? You want to play with me if you want to make it on the clips highlight reel. So run the band in the game and reset with me again. I was like, yeah.
You want to be famous, don't ya?
Yeah, come on.
Roller champs pimp.
You want to be Roller Champs, right?
Yeah, okay.
You got to play with the big boys.
Good. Speaking of,
big boys.
should we
Dip our wicks.
should we get up in TimCodes and just promote like next? Have we spoken about the thing we're doing next week?
We haven't. But we should
No,
put some
but we
distance
have-
between this and that.
Have we put it on Discord yet?
Well, if we haven't put
Yes.
it on Discord,
Yeah,
it's all going
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
wait, let's just give it. Give it a
Speaking
moment
of Roller
silence.
Champs,
Speaking
the stream went really well, by the way. Thank you so much. A massive shout out to Anthony, Antonio II, and Blaze Hopper, who carried me through my 10 placement
Blaze
matches.
Hopper.
Yeah, we did 10 placement matches for the new season, and then
Shadamar up in there.
yeah, Lord Shad was there, and then we played some casual matches, which was really, really fun. I really want to do it again. Everyone was in Discord together. Coastal, Jep, Jerish. Who else? I'm forgetting people. Shad.
Surely MJ was there.
NJ was watching. She was at work. She couldn't join. But yeah, it was heaps of fun, and just having everyone cackling along was a heap of fun. So we'll do it again. Because
next week we're going to do a tournament on the show. So this is a Ubisoft thing that we're doing, and it's tryouts, Gus.
correct.
For
If you want to join the Rolling Pockets, you got to make the cut. So far, I've been very generous
The
with
merch.
everyone. Yeah,
The merch.
I mean, you got to buy the merch first of all, but then you got to come to tryouts. That'll be next week's episode. So what we're going to do is, if you check the Discord, there, Big Ben did put a call out there for people who want to play. You put your details in there. We're then going to draw those players from a helmet, and then do a sort of a round robin of teams.
yeah, on the show, sort of like a mini esports tournament. You're going away. But Gus, Pete, and I are going to commentate all of those matches. So we're going to
play you off against each other.
Yeah.
You're going to knock each other out. And eventually we'll have a winning team of 3 who will be the top league of the Rolling Pockets.
And one of those will get kicked out for Gus.
yes, 100%. Now we haven't spoken
Wait,
about
actually?
this.
Maybe.
No, well,
People noticed that I was
know.
basically like
You know.
just trying to work out an elite team yesterday while I was playing. I'm like, you've made it. But this is the official way to become
We-
part of Team Gus.
and
Rolling
we have-
Pockets.
we haven't spoken about this either, but I'm just going to float it. That the winning team, we could buy them all a shirt, the rolling pocket shirt.
Oh, yeah,
Send
yeah.
it to them. Like, give them the uniform. Give them the uniform.
They'll get the uniform.
Yeah,
A couple.
nice.
They'll get some wheels.
Get some
Buy
wheels.
yourself some.
Oh, yeah,
something
you buy
nice.
yourself
See
some
in the
wheels.
game.
Yeah, yeah.
In the game, the in-game
yeah.
wheels.
But it is BYO horny helmet.
It is BYO.
Correct.
But it's also must have horny helmet to enter. So,
Even if it's made from foil.
yeah, you got to have some sort of horn on your head.
Papier-mâché.
Oh!
Oh, that's a few
lot of
days.
effort.
That's a couple of days prep. You got
That's chicken wire
Yep.
and
Newspaper?
like where the fuck do you find
mash-
newspaper?
and then
Where do you get the mache?
Where, yeah. Well, what does mache stand for? Because I know what papier is.
French.
Peppy.
It's a fruit.
Is it?
Oh, you're right. So it'd be paper, and the mache means
Mashed together?
to mash with glue.
Yeah, I guess it does. God, the French are fancy.
How
aren't
often do
they?
you use that word outside of that context?
Never. What does mache mean?
Mash.
Mash.
So it's paper mash?
Paper machete.
Paper mash.
I believe so.
Yeah, it sounds
So they
much
have
worse in
potato
English.
mache.
Yeah, yeah. Papaya matcha.
No, they have mache potato.
Papaya matcha.
That's right. Right?
What?
They have mache potato. Oh, pomme de terre,
Yeah.
which is a potato, which is an apple of the earth. So they'd have mache pomme de terre. Yeah, you thought this stream was just all about crassness, but it just got education
Smell his
up in your
drink.
guts.
No, let's drink. Fully
Smell my
FM drink.
Now, smell my drink, kids.
I'm not sure what I just said. Will you sleep with my drink? I think is what I said. Okay, good.
And I will.
So there will be, if there is not already, there will be a thing on Discord where you can sign up to be part of that. We would really love you to enter because it'll be really fun. Like we're going to really go hard on pointing out how awesome you are as a player at Roller Champs.
I think we're going to enjoy. I've already played around with it, but I want all three of us to be really leaning hard into the shoutcasting, sport, commentary.
Well,
all
I mean,
that stuff.
I worked professionally for years in an esports.
Yeah, but as a color caster, you don't know.
As a colour
I wasn't even a color caster. I was a host. They actually let me cast a game at the grand finals, like a stage game.
Yeah,
So it was like with a huge
We had a good
audience
suit
and
for
stuff.
that one, I remember.
And and my go-to expression was I stole it from
Dota.
no, who's the comedian that we like? You know,
There's a few.
not Bill Hader, the other one.
Pommy guy.
No,
Skinny
American.
face.
He's having a baby with Olivia Munn.
Oh,
John
Oh, that
Mulaney.
guy.
John Mulaney.
Yeah.
Whenever anything exciting happened, I would just go, he's like a horse in a hospital. And that was my go-to esports expression.
That's amazing.
Oh dear. Doesn't know what he's doing there, and everyone's worried about why they're there.
yeah,
That's the analogy.
Yeah, the
Trump.
analogy, it was Trump. Yeah, it was like a horse in a
No
hospital.
one knows how he got there, and everyone's really
And everyone's really worried about what he's going to do. Yeah, yeah,
Correct.
totally.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. So good. Let's move on with the show now. Actually, I wanted to say something. I wanted to make a political statement.
Oh,
I was going to say before we start talking about video games that have come out this week and that we've, the last couple of days I've been watching old episodes of a web show that I used to watch from 2007 called The Totally Rad Show. So this was Jeff Canado, who does a bunch of podcasts and stuff now that I watch. Dan Trachtenberg, who's the director of like Cloverfield and
He's about to,
Prey.
he's doing
Yep.
Prey, yeah.
And he did the first episode of The Boys.
He's done a few
think.
episodes of The Boys.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very weird that he was trying to be a director then and ended up doing. Anyway, the point is, they did a web show where they would review movies and TV shows and video games. And the movies and TV shows are interesting to watch back and see the reviews, but it is amazing to watch the game review stuff. It is really because it is such a different time period, and I think it would be like going back and watching like old episodes of Good Game
yeah.
because like the one I was watching last night, Fable 2 was coming out, and they were like, this could be a game changer for video games because if Peter Molyneux could really make us care about this dog and
did.
and execute on the story that he's promising, games could be something that you actually, the story is something that you're actually excited about. And I was like, this is wild listening to where they're like, for them, stories are just like, and this was 2007.
Yeah.
They were talking about, they were looking at a trailer for Assassin's Creed, the original Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, right.
They were like, this is something that Ubisoft just announced and is coming out. This looks way better than that that. What's the name of that Naughty Dog game that they announced? Like,
Oh,
yeah, it was like
Uncharted.
undiscovered or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Not
Yeah.
Uncharted. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. And it was, and then my favorite one was they
So
announced
good.
Aged poorly.
they were talking about the reveal of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and
Wow, that is.
so it was the first time that Call of Duty went to modern, and they were like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like this, like Call of Duty is just like
Classic
it's
wars.
just like classic wars, and like I'm not really interested. I don't think this is gonna work. On the other hand, I am so excited for this John Woo video game.
Yeah.
And then they go on this huge talk about like this game where it's just like I was like
Stranglehold.
No,
Yeah,
Stranglehold.
John Woo Stranglehold.
Starring
That was
Chow Yun-fat.
Yeah, that was 2007.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just like
The Max
just
Payne
go
kind of like-
yeah, Stranglehold that which is now a battle royale, like, it's amazing. And I guess my point was
Wonderful.
like looking at that stuff and thinking about all the things that now I've tried to come up with a segment around this, and I don't know how to make it work. Of what are the video games from this year that we'll all be talking about, but in 10 years' time we'll look back and be like,
I can't believe
remember
you
we
spent time
fucking
talking
all
about
thought
that.
that was like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway.
We actually, I have
When you said Paradise Killer should be on the Game of the Year list, you piece of shit.
I have
It is.
some stuff that I'm doing with Barjo soon around that for
Yeah.
AIDS.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I feel like I need to say it now so it doesn't sound like we copied your idea. It's already in the pipeline.
Is it though?
It
or did you
is.
just come up with it?
No, it's in the
Yeah,
pipeline.
you show me some paperwork, or you show me some
I'm
royalty
going
checks.
to Adelaide, baby.
Oh, okay. All right, you win. There you go.
No one's ever got that excited over. I'm going to Adelaide.
Anyway, yeah, it's very exciting going back and watching these. I look forward to watching these episodes. In
I was gonna
15 years'
say.
time. Yeah.
I guess, but we're like, we don't really talk about trailers so much. And that's where they're like, we're talking about experiences
that's-
we've had with things,
Yeah.
which will be true forever.
Yes, but it did make me think. Maybe we should start talking about some trailers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you said what trailers you been watching? Brought to you by BuriBuri. BuriBuri. I bet she's watched some trailers and has gone through all the legals and gone, no, you can't use that music, and that's defamatory. And I think that's it. Those are the only two legal things I know.
And also,
Misleading. Trailers can be misleading.
knowing when
that illegal?
not to include the phrase "dip your wick" when you actually mean wet your whistle.
Because it's misleading.
Yeah.
But trailers can give you a false... No, because remember the woman who sued the guys who made
Objection.
Drive because she saw the trailer and thought it was an action movie and went and saw it, and it wasn't because it's a wonderful
was
art
she
house film.
successful?
Yes,
What?
to an extent.
Oh.
It's
Getting press? Or
in
one
getting
for
press and maybe some compensation. But she went and saw Drive, and she was so upset that it wasn't the action movie. That if you do watch the trailer for Drive, you do get the idea that it's a bit more actiony. It's cut by a trailer house who make it look like an action
Isn't that?
film.
Don't you think that's really interesting?
But
Because
that's
they're not. It's still all footage from the film.
Yeah,
well,
but it's cut
that's
to
like when
like...
people get angry when they were like, "Oh, I saw in this game trailer." This shot of this person, or they cut it to make, or when people were angry because they were like, "Oh, I saw Joel in this scene that made
Yeah,
it look like
oh,
he
well,
was
that's
made it look
yeah,
like
yeah,
he was
yeah.
in a certain part of the game that he wasn't."
Yeah,
Yeah,
And then they
yeah,
were like, and I was misled, and it's like, no, the trailer was deliberately cut that way to preserve story moments.
Totally.
Yeah.
I thought
And
he'd
that
be dipping
is
his wick
the-
throughout the whole game.
That is their
cut
right
quite
as
short.
as artists to,
Yep.
to do it that way. That's dumb.
It is dumb.
It's dumb as.
I'll look up.
Was she American?
It's all a very American thing.
Oh, it's all.
Oh, it's very
It's
American.
all God's American.
I'm hearing that story about like a burglar who fell through a skylight
And
and
sued
the.
the...
Yeah.
Is that true? Or is
The
that
one who,
just like a-
the coffee cup from McDonald's, they burnt their mouth,
I'm
and then
pretty
they
sure
sued
that's-
That was
Macca's,
Seinfeld
and then...
episode.
No, then they sued Macca's, and that's why they say caution contains
coffee.
hot liquid.
Yeah.
Now,
That
Oh, I
sounds
could-
true.
I
The other
could
one
see
sounds
that.
redonkulous, but also it's
The
America.
committing a crime, but being like,
But coming out on top kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Oh, I'm just saying.
Who you been
What's
suing?
all been suing. Brought to you by BuriBuri. If you do need to sue someone, call BuriBuri. Although I don't know if she does sue people. Maybe she just like gives legal advice. But I bet you could sue someone, and I'm probably top of that list. Okay, Gus, start us off with the games that you've been playing.
Sure. Speaking of games that we will think about 10, 15 years in the future and look back on fondly, is a game I've played because I'm looking back about 10 and 15 years fondly at a game I used to play, Which
Smell
was,
this.
Smell this. Oh, God. I have been playing and very much enjoying the new Ninja Turtles game, TMNT Shredder's Revenge, which dropped on Game Pass and everything else, I believe. And I loved this so much. I was just in love with this from the trailer. This is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that just like pays homage to the fact that Turtles Arcade and Turtles in Time are two very famous and very beloved side-scrolling beat-em-ups. And on top of that, apart from being very good games, they're just the Turtles franchise. And peak Turtles for me, which was the original animation, not the black and white comics they came from, not the live-action films which scared everyone and gave them nightmares, and not the god-awful recent Michael Bay CGI abominations. This is perfect summary of everything I loved about Turtles growing up, and it's been reworked into a kind of like a love letter to those games and the Turtles as a cooperative side-scroller where you just battle your way through a heap of foot soldiers. There's little still frame cutscenes in between. It's just you're constantly chasing down the enemies through locations. Bebop, Rocksteady, Shredder, Krang, they're all there. It's all your favorites, and it is fantastic to play. It's really good fun. It's actually got some improved combat mechanics from the original arcade games, which when you go back and play Turtles in Time, I think there was a couple of like semi-remakes or slightly glossier versions of them. And they still play a little rough because they're from the penny-pinching arcade days where you were just, it was brutally hard, you were constantly getting your attacks interrupted, all that kind of stuff. This has some great, I guess, quality of life improvements to it in the way that there are some more powerful moves. The whole game is about comboing, and I don't recall this from the previous, from your Turtles in Times and stuff, but the idea is that you are trying to build up that combo without taking a hit. And it is such an addictive mechanic that it carries you through the whole 16 stages, because trying to get that number up, it will reset if you don't engage in combat after a short amount of time or if you take a hit, as I said. But the more you build that combo up, you'll eventually fill a small meter at the top, which you can then let out a huge power move by hitting a button on the controller. You can also taunt, and we're going to play this game a little later in the show, so I'll teach you guys some of those things.
Have any of us played it yet? I've got it installed, but I didn't play it.
I have not played it.
No.
So it's obviously optimally played cooperatively, as a lot of these games are fantastic for couch co-op. This has 6-player co-op, I believe. I played the whole thing solo, and it's still a heap of fun like that. I played through as the best turtle, Raphael, who is wonderfully voiced by, I'm going to get the name wrong, it's like Ron...
Howard.
Swanson.
Thank you.
Jeremy.
Oh, dear. God. It is the voice actor
The fact that we had 3 Ron.
Yeah, that's very good.
Impressive. I thought we were only going to hit
it's the original voice actor for Raphael in the first 1982 cartoon, who then famously voiced Donatello in the Nickelodeon remake, which I just thought was just
Famous.
just horrible. You can't do that. You can't switch turtles. But it's got some of the great... Oh, my God, the poll ended. Leonardo won? What is this?
Leonardo?
Hang on, what were the options in the poll?
Wow.
It was Leonardo and then C.
We all know it's Raph, Donatello, Leo, Mikey. That's how it goes.
Why is Mikey last?
Nah, no one likes Mikey. I mean,
Mikey.
Michelangelo. He's a party dog.
AKA the best turtle
Got it.
besides Raphael, who I
I've
actually
never
think is the
called
best.
There we go.
I've never called
Donatello actually is fantastic as well. And he's always great in these games because his reach is really good. But yeah, look, I won't go through all the little extras, but there's an upgrade system the longer you play that you can, I think it's only in your one playthrough, but you will upgrade stats like lives and extra special meters. There's like a hold down attack that you can't get interrupted. There's sort of forward and back attacks so you can crowd control. So yeah, it looks really just like pulpy as a video game where it's just a button masher and you're just mucking around. But if you are focusing on the combat, it's surprising how much you can control and direct and kind of coordinate these fights, which is great. The only issue is always that kind of spatial awareness of front to back of where people are. Yeah. You can kind of use the shadows underneath. That's been a problem with side-scrolling beat-em-ups forever. And you occasionally miss the target you're going for and that. But the music is fucking amazing. It's great chiptune kind of that use all those crazy SNES instruments or sounding things, sound files that they found. But there are a couple of tracks for some of the levels that have lyrics that have original 90s very G-friendly rap music that's like all rapping about turtles and pizzas and the level you're in. There's like a rap about the fact that you're flying over the New York City skyline on a rocket-powered skateboard, and that's what you're doing in levels like this. So it's just it's just so much fun. And yeah, I'd like to find anyone who didn't enjoy those games back in the day, and there's a lot to get out of this.
I'm so glad that 90s nostalgia is persisting.
Oh, no.
I feel like the 80s got a really big like run of everyone loving on 80s nostalgia, and everyone thought the 90s were just kind of a bit average. But now I feel like they're really starting to be appreciated for the joy they brought the world. It's
such a joy that I got a little bit sad playing this, because I was playing levels where you're going through a very friendly cartoon New York, where there's like you go through an AV store in a mall that's just the old TVs, CRT TVs, and like old video game consoles, and I'm like, I want to be 11 again. I want to live in this time again, where everything was simple and drinks smelled like bourbon, and it was just like, I just felt like
11.
Yeah, sorry. It made me sad that the world doesn't look like this in a fictional sense anymore.
I have
don't know.
very specific trauma linked to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because I loved the cartoon as well. Oh, yes. I loved it. The theme song, Heroes in a Half Shell, Total Power. Yeah. And they were selling ballpoint pens, themed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle green ballpoint pens at the school office of my primary school when I was in Auckland in New Zealand. And they were selling them for $1. And so my dad was dropping me off at school, and I was like, Dad, I really want a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ballpoint pen. Can I have $1? And he was like, well, all right. And he gave it to me. This was back when dollar notes existed.
Bills, yeah.
And so I like grabbed it with my little year 3 hands and ran out of the car, and it flitted out of my hand and then into a stormwater drain. And I was like,
where the turtles were!
Yeah, straight to the turtles.
Yeah, but then I turned around and I ran back after Dad was driving away, and I was like, wait. And he stopped and rolled down the wall. I was like, what? And I was like, I lost the $1. It went down the drain. Can I have another one? And he's like, no, you need to learn the value of money. And I was like, he like sped off, and I was like,
I'm so with your father on that. And as that happened, 2 kids walked past you and went like, cowabunk.
Oh no, that sucks.
That's rough.
Sucks so much.
it's like, I don't remember a lot from that period of my life, but that's a
never
very
forget that.
specific
Yeah.
memory that is burned into my brain. This
The
agony of not
there's a
getting that
boss
pen.
in this. Again, this is a massive love letter to Turtles. There's all the characters from
I hear
the
there's
cartoon.
a ton of great in-jokes and references.
Yeah, there's all that stuff, and a lot of that is in like the bosses you face later on. There's a boss later on, I forget the name of him, but it was a Ninja Turtles figurine I had that's of a weird Planet X or System X, the one they always talked about, that I was like, I ran into him in the game, I'm like,
Is it Bebop?
no. It's like the guy with he's like a
Krang.
he's a big rock
Krang?
man.
No,
No.
it's Krang.
Oh,
it's-
Krang's buddy?
No.
Okay,
It's
I'll
it's
shut
more
up.
obscure, but I was like, I had that doll. I sat in a
right.
bath with that and went like,
Steph nearly bought that pen.
Yeah.
Krang.
Yeah.
I remember it.
It's like a rock guy. He had like a green helmet and
Not
like.
Krang.
Yeah.
Anyway, like there's so many lovely callbacks to all those characters and stuff like that. And yeah, there's an arcade mode to go through afterwards. We'll show a little bit later on. We're going to play it some co-op, and yeah, it's heaps of fun. Gosh, it's so much fun. And it's free on Game Pass if you got it, so there's no excuse not to just give it a whirl, because it's a ball.
Yeah, I am excited
Rock
about
Soldiers,
playing it.
Dimension X. Oh, thank you. Everyone's here. Help me out. This is great. Yeah.
The Rock Soldiers.
Yeah.
Trag.
General Trag. I had a General Trag doll.
Hey.
And he was all veiny.
He was so gross.
They were gross. Oh,
God, they were
good.
so gross.
There's
Krang was so fucking gross.
Krang is amazing. The voice of Krang is in it.
That was me last week.
That was you last week?
Yep.
Hang in there, brother. My beautiful turtles. Dimension X. Chicken son? Dip your wick?
Perhaps.
Oh, God.
Guess what else you been playing?
Then I've jumped into a game I've played a lot of and a game I've never touched. Both of them have been
BuriBuri.
ported. Both of them, thank you, BuriBuri, have been ported to the Switch and just came out on the same day
My goodness.
a couple of days ago,
My
which
goodness.
made me beg the question. Is it worth the Switch? The segment I've now come up with for any time that I play a game that's been ported to the Switch, and I ask the question, or I pose the question, is it worth the Switch? Because I'm always fascinated with the idea of being like, can you fit this game on the Switch? And I played Doom on the Switch. I played The Witcher 3 on the Switch. One of them.
Maxia, get the fuck out.
awful.
You gotta love one of my little segments. They always sound great.
Well, maybe pull that card volume.
Everyone hates it, which means we're going to play it a million times
They're the best
more.
cards.
Yes.
The first one was that Roller Champions officially, as I said, moved into Season 1. Everything else has been pre-season. Season 1 has come out, and it is called Disco Fever. And with it comes a new game mode that is currently locked, which is a limited time event, which is a figure of 8 ring, which I'm dying to check out. The rest of it is just a new roller pass. There's 3 new arena skins, I would say. If we skip a little further forward here, I think we'll see a regular arena. But there's Brooklyn, there's Venice Beach, and there's a Neon Night one. Only Brooklyn's open at the moment, and they are just rehash. They're reskins. It's the same size arena. Everything is the same proportion for a ranked or a quick match.
It's just a different location.
It's just different locations, which is nice. And then everything else is cosmetic. It's disco outfits and all that kind of stuff.
Tell me more.
There's one new song in the playlist. It's Ring My Bell, which is like a very disco track if you hear it. That's the only one that they've put in the playlist of all the rotating menu songs.
Tell me more.
That's all I have to tell. I'm so sorry. So I've been playing that, and but I did boot it up on the Switch because I was like, yeah, it'd be great to play in the bath. And that should have been the segment. Can I play it in the bath?
Great in the bath?
Is it good in the bath?
Especially because
Well, make a note.
I'm imagining you in there with your candles and your bath caddy and the wine.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
everything.
The wine.
And actively walking away from his incredibly expensive PC.
yeah, to go and sit in the bath.
Strategically placed bubbles.
So I checked this out on the Switch, both in handheld and docked, and I'm sorry to say it does not fare well.
Oh,
that system.
it's not worth
What we're
the
seeing
Switch.
now is someone else's footage of it. It is not worth the Switch, I would say, if you are able to play it on something else. Obviously, for anyone with just a Switch, it's great that they can play it, but it sits at around 30. It fluctuates. It's not at locked frames at 60 or 30. It's at 45, and it fluctuates terribly, which is the big problem for a fast action sports game like this. So obviously, there's a downgrade in the graphics, which do not look good. Everything looks very, very blocky, very chunky, and yeah, it just doesn't feel smooth to play. Now, I'm the benefit of having played it on PC and faster consoles, so if it's your first time playing it, maybe it's okay. But I was a bit disappointed that it did not port well.
So do you think it's time to get a bath PC?
A bath PC sounds like a good idea. Other than that, I'm going to keep playing, obviously, and I'm interested to try, as I said, it's a figure of 8 rink that they've come up with for a limited time mode. I feel much like I said with when we talked about this, that it might be like Rocket League, where it's like they'll dip their wick with different modes and see if it's worth making a permanent thing. But at the moment, I feel like they need to keep as many people playing ranked and quick play as possible to keep the lobbies turning over as fast as possible. So yeah, I'm keen to try that out. But as for everything else, it's pretty much same as standard.
When does that figure of 8 one drop?
I don't know. It's like they had hot potato mode in the previous
okay.
one. It's locked in the menu. It says coming soon.
right.
When it drops, it'll be
I'm
open
interested
for...
in that.
Me too.
Like,
me too.
like a different ring really brings me back.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah.
But and when it does open, I'm sure it'll be limited to a couple hours,
I
maybe
want to see some
a few
like
days.
chaotic collisions.
Oh, I think it'd be fantastic. But I think they can't, as I said, split the player base of people who are getting really good or really focused at playing just this main core mode. So yeah. Well, maybe it'll take off and maybe it'll branch out into that and that and this mode is the 2 to go. But yeah, a couple more days or maybe a week or so until they open that limited mode. But yeah, otherwise, it's good fun.
I saw some people talking about this would be good on the Steam Deck, and it probably is. I can try and install it and check it out. You would need to put it in
It's
Windows mode.
It's UbiConnect.
Yeah,
so
and
it's not
so not even you would need to install Windows, I believe,
You
to
can't
get it
play
running.
it through Steam.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, fair
but
enough.
I've done
And
other things with the deck, so I'll figure that out.
the other game that I checked out that dropped on the Switch on the same day was Fall Guys, which has gone to free to play and has come out on console, Xbox, and PC. No, it's been on PC forever, but it's free to play on everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a Switch port of it now. I had never done a single run of Fall Guys.
Really?
I'd never
Every time on the show?
I never touched the controller every time. I was always like, I'm gonna wait. Part of me was like,
Wait for what?
this needs to be a free-to-play game. And I was like, this game is not worth... This game is just so a free-to-play feeling game from day one.
But it was kind of, because it was included in PS Plus. on PlayStation.
That was only recently though. Like for the
No,
longest
that's how
amount
it
of...
launched.
Did it?
Yeah, I'm
That's
pretty
why it
sure,
got
yeah.
so big. Is it was a PS Plus.
And
game.
it was like kind of a lockdown.
Yeah, right. I missed the boat on that. So from then on, it was always like $25 or
my
$30 or something, and I'm just like,
I have
I can't.
PTSD from hitting those walls.
Yeah.
So I've never played Fall Guys,
Hurling yourself towards one.
and free to play. I was like, finally, I'm gonna have a go, and it's great because I think they've added so many more arenas to it in the time since it.
Yeah, I
it
bet
did
they
its
have, and so
cult.
many
And great costumes. Like there's
Yeah.
a lot of microtransaction-y outfits you can buy, but they're all excellent.
Well, there's a battle pass in it, and I've already unlocked a few things for free without having to upgrade to that. But sure.
Me too.
Can you grab mine, please? Thank you. So I'd never played a round of Fall Guys, and I'm really enjoying it. I even got into like the top 5 of my first run ever, and it was just like really enjoying it. And it plays really well on the Switch.
Worth a Switch?
It's worth a Switch.
Switch.
It has to do some massive downgrading for the other players on the screen, so you'll often see their frame rate. I don't know if that's the same on PC and console, but all the other little jelly bean people go to like a super slow frame rate as they get further away. Is that a common thing?
Maybe not.
No, so, yeah,
I've only put on PC. Yeah.
So what they've done on the Switch is they've made it that the further away other little jelly bean people get, they turn down to like 10 frames per second their run cycle, or sometimes not at all. They're just sliding around, but they're still where they need to be, and it's totally in service of the
That's
game
great.
playing at a good frame rate and focusing on
People
you
still
being...
hang out at the finish line and try to like shove you off.
Yeah.
I haven't run into that yet.
Oh, you've never made it to the finish.
Some
I
little
got to
jelly
the
beans
top
just want to
5.
watch the world burn.
Well, there. I'm yet to experience all that, but I'm really enjoying it. It feels
cool.
like a perfect Switch game as well. It's like
It does.
just pick up, have one good run, or have a couple of runs. And some people might have mentioned in the chat, but apparently the servers are taking a real hit, obviously, since it went free to play.
Mr. Boy,
So
I see you.
I haven't run into any issues yet, but apparently now it's getting worse and worse. And they're doing their best to try and deal with the amount of influx of people playing because of the servers are taking a real hit. But as I said, the few games I've played on Switch were fantastic, and it felt like it had a good optimization on it. So yeah,
Nice.
it's good fun. And I'm going to Fall Guys some more.
Play the card again.
Oh yeah, that was worth the Switch, Pete.
That's a much more respectable level.
It's good.
I think because we've been working on another job, I've maybe like tweaked our audio setup so that we're probably like 3 or 4 dB lower than we usually are. Maybe I'll just slide us back up.
Yeah, slide
Are you
us
sure
back
it
up.
wasn't because we're turning up the turtle trap before?
So everyone, just be aware that we're going to get a little louder, and there you go. And while Pete's doing that, Rocky Rooster Boy says, "Hi, hosts. I remember you from Good Game and Good Game Spawn Point."
That's where we used to be.
Isn't that
We're here
exciting?
now.
Hello.
Yeah. Do you want to get him to smell anything?
Nah, don't want to scare away the new face. Are they a new face?
Well, I'm guessing so, because that would be a weird thing for someone to say after 2 years of watching us.
That's true. That is true.
Holy shit, I remember you guys. Oh my god.
It just clicked.
The whole time?
A quick sidebar about roller
Oh,
champs.
BuriBuri gave Rocky Rooster Boy a sub.
Oh, that's delightful.
Come on.
And they've given
BuriBuri.
71 gift subs in the channel.
And you didn't give me one?
The only issue I will say, I forgot to mention Roller
doesn't
Champs
deserve one, BuriBuri.
Roller Champs on Switch is that it seems like there's a small player base, and if you don't turn on crossplay, you're not going to find a
Yeah,
match.
totally.
Because, I think you'll definitely have to turn it on to find anything. I could not find a ranked match. I only found a quick play match. And like Fortnite, when it just came out on Switch, and it was only people playing with Switches, everyone's a bit shit if they're just on the
Yes.
Switch. So if you're looking to ease your way into it, go play a little bit on Switch while everyone's dealing with their Joy-Con controllers and all that crap. Everyone's slowly skating around. I'm like, oh, this is
How
nuts.
does this work?
Yeah, nothing better to be
Never played this game before, Guitar Hero Strapper. You weren't here for that, but
Nothing better to be top of the leaderboards, the global leaderboards during a release, a pre-release
Yeah.
embargo period.
Yeah.
Fuck you, everybody else. Good. Okay.
How's
those
that?
Good games.
How's that? That sounding a bit better?
This is a hefty pour, Nicholas.
You're welcome.
Are you driving home or am I driving home?
You're driving home. It's your car, mate.
Cool.
Do you want a bit of bourbon in that?
As long as I drink it slowly.
Turned you back down. Yeah, good.
Thanks,
We're at internet safe levels now,
you.
which is peaking.
That's
where the internet is happy, like neg 3. Basically, there's no headroom.
Well, hopefully when we hear Vesuvius's voice, it'll be the right level.
That's true. Well, yeah. They're different as well. They're little. Like,
Did I just chug that off camera?
You did.
You sure did, yeah.
fuck are the
I
point of
know.
anything?
What did you chug?
What's the point of anything?
Steph-
Well, I was
That was-
concerned about the size of the
Right,
wine,
okay.
given that I have to drive, even though it's going to be in many hours.
What's the
from
point of
now.
anything if it's
So
on
he
camera?
helped
Yeah.
reduce the amount.
Probably
of wine.
shouldn't have been on camera.
I halved the amount of
From-
wine in her glass.
Oh my god. Yeah, that definitely shouldn't have been on camera. We had this conveation already.
No, but obviously,
Drink responsibly.
but it has not enhanced his performance in any way.
In fact, it has destroyed his performance.
All right, good. Speaking of how good I am at performing, let's talk about a video game where performance is everything. Neon White.
The looker?
Neon White, my God. So I spoke about this a couple of months. Oh, shit. That's what I meant to do. I meant to go back and watch what I said on the show when I played the demo for this.
We'll bring it up and we'll just spend 10 minutes watching that.
Yeah, Will, that'd be great. Let's do an audio commentary track for our So I have been checking this out. I've spoken about it before. Can't remember what I said. Pete did remind me that I had some negative things to say. I think it was mainly about the audio stuff. It seemed like the voiceover was all like one person doing voices and stuff. Anyway, so not important. The point is that this game, if Elden Ring didn't come out this year, this would be my game of the year so far. It is...
Built for you.
Yeah. Oh, it's just like in a really... So this is the same as Inscription. I picked up Inscription and I just went, oh my God, someone just like went into my brain and dug around and went, what video game do you really want? And made it. And that's what this is. It is so good. The point of the game is it's a speed running platformer. And you go through these levels and as you run through, you pick up, there are cards floating around. They're only cards, I think, because the cards are very easily identifiable when you're doing a lot of things really quickly. It's just like, I know exactly what that is. You run through, you pick up a card, and each card is a weapon, so it shoots as a gun, but then when you discard the card, and discarding, like throwing it away, it turns into a platforming ability. So it gives you, when you discard, you can double jump then, or you can...
Forever?
No, just a one use.
Oh, that's right,
As
it's
you
one use.
discard,
Yeah, yeah,
that's your
Yeah,
second
yeah.
jump.
So you want to discard strategically in
Mid jump,
mid jump.
Yeah. You can collect 3 of every type of card. You can only hold 3 of a type of card at once, and you can hold 2 different types of cards at any one time. And you switch through them. I'm playing on PC, so you switch them with Q. And then the idea is to run through these levels and get to the end as fast as possible while killing all the demons along the way.
Do you find yourself discarding cards by accident because you build up momentum and you want to double jump and you're trying to keep that fluid motion going?
So that is the really interesting thing, which is this game looks incredibly complicated. When you watch later levels, you're just like, oh my God, like you are using so many different abilities. There are so many different like cards that you're using and discarding and picking up and having to use at the perfect moment because there's ones that slam you down really fast.
Because I'm watching you like do multiple double jumps in midair. You're not hitting any platforms, which means you're discarding presumably to be able to get across those
Yes,
gaps.
you are, yeah. But the genius way that the game works is that it basically goes, whatever you picked up recently is probably what you are going to want to be using next. And my favorite levels are actually where it has 3 or 4 powers that are scattered throughout the level, and you just need to go, I don't really need to think about what I'm holding. I just need to know when to activate whatever is in my hand. That's when I need to activate it because I will have picked up the appropriate thing for that. And then there are some levels where it's like you need to be switching between cards because you want a dash instead of a jump.
Organize and arrange the cards in your hand?
No, because it's like cards is such a, I think, a misleading term. They are really just pickups. It's not, so there's no sort of like structure to how that works. So the idea is that you run through a level. There are medals. There's bronze, silver, gold, and then I think it's platinum is the top. And then so then the faster you get through, the better the medal. And
Just time based or also on killing demons?
Just time based.
Yeah,
You have to kill every demon in the level to unlock the end gate.
Gotcha.
And then there are also in every level there is a gift. So
If you burn all your cards and you need to go back and kill a demon,
need to restart.
Restart.
And restarting is literally like spam F twice and you're just instantly back at the start. So it does have that instant restart thing. At least on PC. I know it's slower on Switch. And then in every level, there's also is it worth the Switch? Maybe.
We'll find out next week.
I really think you want to be playing this on PC. It is so twitchy. It's so about like moving in a direction really, really quickly. But then, also there is a gift in every level, like literally a present. that is in a really hard to reach spot, and that is when you pick it up, the level ends. So that's not a speedrun thing. That's now, okay, I need to collect these cards and figure out how to get to this spot that looks impossible to get to. How do I do that? It's perfect. Just in terms of a gameplay experience, it is truly, I think, perfect. It is so much fun. It is so satisfying. I am so obsessed with. I've aced and got the gift in every single level, like platinumed and got the gift in every single level I've done so far. Like I just repeat until I get it.
And that gift thing adds like a second replayability to that level?
So then the gift thing plays into the other part of the game, which is there's a mission, like you take on these missions and there's like 8 stages in a mission. And then you go back to the hub zone. And the hub zone is, the idea is you are in hell and you've been brought to heaven by angels to start executing demons. And then that's you down the bottom there. You're playing as neon white, there's neon yellow, there's neon pink, there's neon red. And that is super fucking anime story. Like these guys are horny as fuck. And it's a very me kind of story. With the slight exception, I think, that when I play games like your Danganronpas or whatever, there's a level of like innocence to what's going on. Like they're bizarre and horny. Persona's the same. Like they're all straight, but there's this thing where it's like, oh, this is like there's a cultural thing that's happening here that is also making this very strange and sort of like sexualized, but I know it sounds weird to say in an innocent kind of way, but there's just something about it that feels a little like this is just how these games are. Whereas the writing in this game is a little more like internet-y. It's kind of very self-aware that it's trying to be like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily bad, but it does have the vibe where it's like, oh, you're really going for horny anime as opposed to that's just what naturally you would make. Because the guy who made this, his previous game was Donut County.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Donut County,
Holes.
neon white.
Big into holes.
Huge into holes. So that's a massive jump in terms of like tone. Both great games. But so then with the story stuff, I'm kind of just like, I'm reading and I'm going through, I'm enjoying it, but I'm kind of like, but you give gifts to characters there.
Dating.
But it is all about these speedrun things. And then with characters, they unlock side missions. Those side missions are like super hard platforming levels that are brilliant. And I think everyone should play this. I think everyone should check this out because it is really one of those things of like, you don't even, like you will get in a flow state where you will feel like a gaming god. And to get the platinum, you need to have mastered a level. But then you look at the leaderboards and you're like, there are people who are doing this 8 seconds faster than what I'm doing. And I worked for 10 minutes to shave half a second off what I did. So I'm now going to chase the 8. What did they do? They went somewhere here where I have not figured that out yet. And it's brilliant. The one other thing I'll say is that when you finish a level and then there's a hint system that is automatically turned on, and as you're running through, a little golden hand will appear in some spots to go, maybe you should try coming here, because that will actually be the thing that helps you platinum or like get the best medal in this level. Like go this way because this is the shortcut.
The game is actively trying to help you be better.
Yeah, because it knows like you want to do really well on this, but then the freaks who will go 8 seconds faster than you when you've done the best that you possibly can will find the other secrets in here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's nice for those games to have the platinum and it not to be unobtainable.
Totally.
Or even like someone who's done a few good runs and you're like, oh, that just seems actually out of my league. It's like, no, you can get into a flow like you said and feel you're very good at it.
But yeah, it's just so much fun. It's all I think about the last couple of days, and it's just such a great feeling game. And
cool.
Yeah.
This is on Game Pass?
No.
Game Pass?
No.
I don't believe so.
I'm playing it on PC. I know it's on Switch as well. Yeah, I would definitely recommend PC if you can, just because of that twitchiness and the speed.
Next week.
But you're saying you're also
No, actually,
playing
I'm
next week.
going to pick this up on PC.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like, and even
ultra wide monitor.
yeah,
Oh,
and it's great.
Jeez, that's nauseating. but fun.
And it's even better than something to me. It's even better than something like Super Meat Boy, which feels like those levels are really punishing in a way where it's like
You're not failing
it.
it,
it's achievable, and when you achieve it, you don't feel like you just scraped through.
Yeah.
You feel like you mastered it. You
Yeah.
feel because it's kind of like it's like a souped up mirror's edge where you go, actually what I did was really memorize this level, really optimize my run, and figure out how best to use these powers, and that's what's really satisfying. So yeah, it's fucking amazing, and I'm pissed that Elden Ring came out this year because it's going to take my game of the year. But if it didn't, this is it so far, and it's
You're gonna finish this one?
Wait. Okay, first of all, have you beaten the Fire Giant?
I haven't
right.
said that I'm gonna beat.
Wait, you haven't finished Elden Ring yet either.
No, I got that last
That
boss.
was
I got to pick
Paradise
it up.
Killer Dig, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a Paradise
That was a
Killer
Paradise Killer
Dig.
Dig,
Oh,
yeah.
right. Yeah. No, I'm not going to finish this, but I
I-
will
I-
fight hard for it to be able
I got
to.
that. But like, isn't that game like absolutely massive?
Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Pete
on the last
finished it.
boss, and I just havenn't picked it up to. I haven't played it in like a month and a half. I just
Finished
need
it.
to beat
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete finished it.
I'm saying it's
What are you
massive.
trying to say?
She's like, it's so big. I'm like, yeah, but he.
You're a
finished
fake
it.
gamer. That's what we're
Yeah,
trying to
but
say.
he
Establish
also
it.
just like hate plays things until,
Yeah, totally.
until he's finished them.
Yeah, I had to get that out of my life.
Yeah.
I didn't
Get
hate
it out
play
of
it. I
my
enjoyed it, but I needed to get it out of my life.
Yeah.
I feel like you enjoy it less when you force yourself to finish it.
Yeah, but that's that game's fault for being too fucking big. Not game of the year. Too big.
And I will say that there are tons of people in chat right now who are loving this game as well. And I see you on my leaderboards. Add me on Steam if you're playing this. Don't add me on Steam if you're not playing this. But if you are playing it, because I've continued to beat Midow's
Are you
scores
getting it
everywhere.
at the end of 11?
I've beaten Big Ben's scores everywhere.
I was gonna say, are you
yeah.
seeing just your friends' scores?
Yeah.
great.
I've been,
Love that.
I've fucked a Vexia on every single level. So like, I don't know, come at me because none of you, are worthy.
Avexia just
I
says,
don't know
beat
that
my
that's
score,
true
Nick boy.
at all.
I literally have on basically every single level, you coward. And Mido, yeah, except for like the first 2 levels, which I haven't even gone back and replayed when I was learning the video game, I smoke you on mission 2 and 3. My God, it's humiliating. I can't believe you even deigned to show your face in chat.
Oh my god.
There is one.
Look at the caps coming from him right now. He's so mad.
Nope.
There is one person called Zounce who I don't know who they are. Zounce, if you're watching, you're a freak because you are on my friends list and you are like 7 seconds faster than me on everything.
Send screenshot.
Oh, right. So you've been playing this afternoon, Vexia. Okay, cool. We'll see what happens tonight.
Give him a whole bottle of red, bit of bourbon, put him on a train, an hour and a half trip. Put that thing on.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't play that
phenomenal.
You can't play that on Steam Deck. Can you?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, but I apparently people have had success using the gyro controls with that. But I hate gyro controls.
Yeah,
I
me
feel
too.
like I need to
Same.
learn how to use it.
I mean, you look like an idiot on the train.
Yeah, totally. And that thing's so big as well. Like,
Quiet carriage.
knock myself out. The other thing I've been playing, before I get to the actual other thing I've been playing a lot of Marvel Snap again, and I've been loving it. It's so good. And I've also been playing the preview build of Cult of the Lamb, which I spoke about last week.
Yep.
But I got an hour-long build as opposed to like the 15-minute demo. It's really great. There's way more of the town management stuff than I was expecting. And a lot of it is about like it goes fucking hard on the cult theme. It is wild of like executing like people who are dissenting against like your belief system and stuff.
right.
But yeah, it's it continues to be phenomenal. But the other thing that I played a lot over the last week is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, which I spoke about a couple of weeks ago. Been playing this on the Steam Deck, and I've given up on it. I will not finish this game. I've gotten bored.
It's this year's Paradise Killer.
It's old. It's old.
It is. I really enjoyed a lot of it. I've got to the Dark World, so there's a light world in the Dark World, and then I've saved 6 of the 7 princesses in the Dark World or whatever.
Yeah.
So I need to save 1 more and then beat Ganon.
Yeah.
But it is really there is a
How did you come this far?
there's a tiring sort of like.
children. How do you have the time?
It's old game design, right? Like it was
It asks you to
really interesting at the time because it was like new areas. It was basically just like his new sprites do the same thing again.
Yeah.
But that's tedious these days.
And it is
for
and it
sure.
is very much like I think it does what it doesn't have for me is good pacing because it is
Yeah.
literally like
Yeah.
just you're always trying to figure out where you're going next.
Yeah.
Like everything is like, what am I doing? Like, what do you want me to do?
we had
in
this conversation about the fact that it's from a different time when this is the one game you had,
100%.
and
Yeah.
spending that time was part of the joy. For
Yeah,
people.
totally. I think it's that I had so much fun replaying Metal Gear Solid or playing Metal Gear Solid for the first time, and I thought that like everyone loves this game so much. It's like it's like the greatest game of all time in a lot of people's eyes. And I kind of got 3/4 of the way through and I'm like, I think I've played enough to go like, yep, okay, I feel like I played that.
I'm impressed you got that far.
Totally, and I think you've gotten
a good
enough
effort.
out of. You now know everything that is referenced from this game and why it's in the cultural zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah.
get
Totally,
every
yeah.
reference.
Did you
and
attack a chicken?
too many
Probably.
No, if you attack the chickens too much, they all swarm
You never seen that?
What was that?
Oh no.
How do you attack the
Every
chickens,
single
Gus?
game.
Oh,
you have
no.
To, you have to go back in one more time.
Okay, I'll go back one more time and I'll kill a chicken. Okay.
You can't kill
Kill a
them.
chicken.
That's the thing.
Oh, okay, well, I'll get swarmed by a bunch.
They'll kill you.
Okay, good.
They're
But-
called chocobos, aren't they? No,
No,
No, that's
that's
fun.
fun.
Completely
They're called
different.
something in Zelda, though. They're
Chickens? I think they're called
called-
chickens.
No, they're called something.
chickens.
Chickies?
Is it chickens? I think they're called chickens. Yeah, anyway, so that is, so that's been a very
Cuckoos. Yeah.
They're called cuckoos.
Cuckoos.
Thank you, everyone.
satisfying experience, but at the same time, I feel like, yep, I'm done. Even though I can see all the amazing things that I would have done at the time, now I've got Neon White. And why ever look at any other video game? Why, Steph? Why would I? Pete, what video games have you been cheating on Neon White with?
Cheating on Neon White. That is an excellent question. I basically have spent the week playing. I've got a couple of new things to talk about, but I basically spent the week playing Point P and Halo.
Oh, yeah.
Point P.
How good
And you
is
play
Point
Point
P?
B while you wait for a match of Halo?
Amazing. Yeah, I've done a bit of that.
Yeah, good.
Definitely, like in between Dota games as well, because I'm always playing Dota.
Are you still playing Dota?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
I thought this a couple of days ago, and you and I speak. I know I'd say it every day.
Yeah.
And I did think, I think it was last weekend, I was like, I wonder if Pete's still playing like a decent amount of Dota. Turns out he is.
I can tell when his vocalizations change from frustration at Halo to frustration at Dota.
Yeah.
Yeah,
has
I've got
a
different
different
angry
anger.
vibes.
What about
For each.
joy at Point P, though?
Silence.
Yeah.
He internalizes joy always.
yeah,
and only
externalizes.
expresses
Yeah.
rage.
Halo is like definitely
Peter Bird's experience.
Halo's definitely like frustration and like anger at myself.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Dota is
Anger at others.
exasperation
Yeah.
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 at the systems that I've spent thousands of hours experiencing, and I'm just like, can I be fucking bothered doing this?
Yeah.
I'm just
And
so
Point B?
over it, but I fucking love it. Point B is a delight, man. It's so good.
It is really
Holy
fun.
shit.
Yeah, it's good fun.
And this week I've played. What's the first one?
The Looker.
The Looker. Thank you so much. I should have remembered the Looker. The Looker is a pretty short puzzle game with a super fun concept. We're about to see the entire mechanic of the game, which is you interact with the puzzle by drawing lines from start to finish. But as all good puzzle games are, that idea evolves quite a bit throughout the process of playing through this game. I'm hesitant to show a lot of this game. It's got a
Sure.
great sense of humor.
It's
It's
free.
in a fun little sandbox. You, in a witness way, kind of find your way around the world. It is free. It's free on Steam.
It's free. I would not say in a Witness way. Like, this is a full-on parody of The Witness, while
Yeah.
also being a very good entry into the Witness genre of puzzle games.
Yeah, I would say the Witness puzzles were
Is it a
immediately
parody as in
strikingly
it's
more
like- as in
interesting.
It's
Oh, totally.
It's
but this is like
funny?
It is
Yeah.
funny. Yeah.
it's got a sense of humor in the writing. There's
Wait, can you do that on every puzzle?
no,
No.
just on a few of them.
Okay.
Yeah, but that feels broken, and then of course, and you can't draw through black lines. I mean, we're seeing someone like speed run this.
Yeah,
maybe
okay.
just go
We'll
back to
just
the
go back
start.
to the
Will.
start, and we'll just keep looping this footage.
Yeah,
That just
thank you,
broke,
yeah.
'Cause that was 10 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Finding the answer to that puzzle, that was 10
Yeah,
minutes.
right.
Of going
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is
I
this?
stumbled upon that one pretty quickly. I think I finished it in like 50 minutes or something, and it is like.
I'm trying to do the maths for how long that means it would take me to complete that game. I'm going to say 2.5 hours.
It took me probably like an hour and 10 minutes or something.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
two and a half-
There were
two and a-
two
two
that
and
I
a
got
half
really
hours.
stumped on.
Yeah.
Is there a lot of this outside the box thinking, quite literally, in that puzzle before? But
There's a couple like that.
sure.
Like literally drawing outside the box. But then there's more, what are you meant to do with the information that's in front of you, as opposed, like it's giving you tools to solve it. You need to understand what the tool is. There are some that are frustrating and bad, I would say.
Yep.
Like that the answer I found through just trying to break it as
Yep.
opposed to it presenting itself in an interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
There were some that were great.
Yep.
Beep.
Yep. That one is the best one.
Beep is puzzle of the year.
Yeah. And because it is, and that's why I think that this is such an effective game, because it is a parody of The Witness, and it is 100% just a parody of The Witness, but it is also doing really unique things.
Yeah.
That go, oh, even if you haven't played The Witness, this is still like interesting and fun. And Bip is a great example of that. The one thing is that the line drawing mechanic is quite finicky, because it's not whereas The Witness was like that, you just head in that direction and whereas this is like if there
you
is
touch
a
the
pixel,
side, is it?
yeah, well, if you touch the
not-
side, it breaks the
It's
line,
not operation.
but then you
okay.
need to
Yeah, okay.
reconnect it.
Yeah, I found like I was drawing over lines a few
Totally,
times.
yeah.
And like there's a nice thing in like you complete a puzzle and it stays finished in the walking around perspective, so you can see puzzles that you've completed as you walk back past them later on as you kind of zigzagging around this little space.
That's cool.
And so I saw some of them and I was like, no, it was messy.
Yeah.
I made a real mess.
proud of that
That's a dog's breakfast.
And it's also got the audio recordings lying around.
Yeah.
Which are like whereas The Witness was super like philosophical,
Solitary.
borderlining on pretentious.
Yeah.
Or not borderlining.
It
like
was
there any
pretentious,
softly
borderline.
pretentious.
yeah.
Is there voice and audio in The Witness? No.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah,
there?
there was.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was
oh,
some.
wow.
There were some things where you would
Yeah.
find a thing and it would like go on.
It
There was like
it was,
a.
very,
I
it, was
always-
quite, it was existential.
Yeah, there
I
was
always
one
get it-
where it was like a 10-minute looping, like.
Always get it mixed up with the Talos principle.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, okay.
But
Oh, that was
but,
the light reflecting
Yes.
one. Yeah.
But the ones in this are really funny. Or some of them are really, really funny. And the first one that I think everyone will stumble on, which I won't spoil of what it is, but it starts off like that, very much the witnessy voiceover thing, and then ends not like that. And it is very satisfying.
Why is this free? That's awesome. Like, yeah, not why,
Yeah.
but it just seems like a fully fleshed out experience.
It is enough game that I would have paid like a
Yeah,
couple
that's
of bucks
sort of
for
the
this.
vibe
Totally,
from the.
yeah.
How do you release something like this free? Where does the money come
Well,
from?
I think a lot of people do this stuff to go like, this is
Look
the
what I
game
can
I
do.
made.
Test the
I-
new,
Test
yeah.
the concept.
Oh
and,
man,
like, yeah.
imagine.
It's a new CV kind of thing.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like solo team,
Uh,
not team.
But did you enjoy your whole time playing it? Like, do you think it was
Yeah.
worth? It's definitely worth.
Totally worth.
checking out, yeah.
Totally worth $0.
Yeah.
Yeah, and absolutely worth your time. It's great fun and some really fun ideas in it.
And also, did you that starting tunnel?
Mhm.
Did you go the
Ended
other
up
way?
going the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I went back in there when I
Yeah, so did I.
got lost.
When I
like-
couldn't open that fucking door.
Yeah.
so it's got
yeah.
a couple of maybe like Stanley print parable esque.
A little bit, yeah. Particularly that
Playing
yeah,
with
yeah.
your-
It's
yeah.
great. It's
Okay.
really, really
Yeah.
good. And also, I'm not going to say what the ending is, but the ending of that fucking game.
I know. Yeah, I said it to you. I was like,
I can't-
I just
I
spent all that
didn't
time and it ended up as a.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember what you
Yeah.
said, but I need to see how that plays
And
out.
did you see post credits?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, right.
yeah.
No, so we all played it. So
No,
much fun.
everyone gonna check it.
Anyway, it's definitely worth checking out. It's totally worth checking out. It's a really fun game.
And the bit with the
Beep.
Crazy.
what the fuck? Beep.
I know.
Gotta do the bit puzzle.
Amazing.
Yep. And the other thing that I played is Ragnar.
Bless you.
I am?
Ragnar.
Country New South Wales.
Is
Ragnar. There's an N.
Ragnar?
Ragnar.
It is
Who played this?
neon white,
What?
except it's 2D and it's not good.
It
is a-
yeah.
It is
it's like
a pla-
Terraria.
We spoke about this on the news.
It was
That's
on
what
the
this
news,
is.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
It is. It's not bad, but it's not brilliant. It is a 2D platformer, and it's a time chaser kind of game. This is actually because no one's playing this. It's coming out on PC today. It came out on Switch at like midnight last night. So I installed it and played some on the train today.
Art though.
Very cute art, and it's kind of like Spelunky style dungeons. But you're coin chasing, you're chasing times, and you're trying not to die. And if you get it in the fastest time, collect all the coins and don't die, that's how you like 100% a level.
Sure.
So you kind of will repeat levels to do better at them. The concept of this is all built around light, right? This is a dwarf and he has a candle stick stuck on his head.
Good.
And that candlestick gets shorter and you're like distance that you can see around the map gets smaller as that gets shorter. So you're running into obstacles and you're dying pretty quickly. The punishment for dying is reasonably frustrating. It's not brutal, but it's like, because it's like the difference between you lose a minute, but it's like in a level that you want me to finish it in 55 seconds, and I'm doing it reasonably slowly. It's like, that's frustrating. I have to play the whole level again. I may as well just restart the level.
A lot of people making mention in the chat about the length of the wick, the fact that the wick can be dipped.
It can be dipped.
Or if it gets too short, it will burn it.
If you dip the wick in water,
It goes out.
it goes out and you fail.
Don't dip your wick.
Don't dip your wick.
wet
Keep
your
your
whistle.
wick dry.
Just
yeah.
wet you.
Yeah, you can wet the whistle. You can throw candles. So that's how you see platforms that are off in the distant darkness.
Oh, you have
Throw candles from your head or
From you?
external?
No.
No.
We're
But
seeing
like,
here, you have multiple ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
okay,
throw
right, yeah,
one,
yeah.
You've still got the one on your head.
Yep.
I mean, first of all, that's not how candles work, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you get this wick.
But it's cute. There's a lot of cute stuff in it, and it is a fun idea, but it's kind of it's missing a bit of polish. It is a small team that made it. Maybe even, I think it was one person when it was on itch.io a few years ago, and the team has developed a little bit. There's some power-ups in different levels, like you get a double jump, and then and the idea is that the coins that you collect, you can then spend on upgrading basically how the light works, how big your headlamp is, how long it will stay like broadly lit.
And are they permanent upgrades
They
or
are permanent
level-based
upgrades. So then it gives you incentive to go back to earlier missions and go like, well, now I have the
Okay.
opportunity to
Yeah.
smash this level. The
Not a
problem
fight
with
or
that,
something where it's
Yeah.
you're going back to the start and
no, you have all that gear and now you can perfect the earlier levels. But the problem with that whole gameplay loop is that it's just not fun enough. And it and it could be it's really beautiful, and it could be something as simple as like the coins that you're collecting, which are the most important thing in a mission. You got to find the key to the. You got to find the end door. You got to find the key to the end door, and then you've got to get the key to the end door.
Sure.
And you might find, because the maps are a little bit labyrinthine, you might find the end door before you find the key. So you end up going, oh, I got to go down that other path. Just picking up the coins is not like particularly satisfying.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
important. It doesn't have a Mario like bling to picking up a thing, and it could be something as simple as that is just like the poker machine stuff
Yeah,
that makes a lot of games
Yep.
work that it just doesn't have. So it falls a little flat.
it's missing the TMNT coin last week, which is Juicy, which is the game design we were talking about with your mate from Hearthstone, which is like it needs that little like pop and buzz.
It's a bit of bro juice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro
it needs some
ju-
bro juice.
Ben Bro Juice. And I was going to comment as well, like the idea that you are racing against time in a platformer where you are trying
pitch
to sort of
black.
pitch black, like that's a fun mechanic, but not with the timer seems out of place. The
That's-
timer seems like this should be a puzzle game where you're trying to work your way around, but putting a
That's what I was-
timer on it feels
Yeah.
like,
That's what I was going to
Yeah.
say, which is
Yeah.
like,
You're rushing through it in a way that makes you enjoy.
it's unsatisfying to
like-
run up to
yeah.
blackness and go, fuck, I don't know.
It feels like on paper that's a really like clever,
Yeah.
fun idea, but in practice, I'm like, I wonder how fun that is, because it's actually pairing two things together that in theory don't go together. Like
Yeah.
speed running while not knowing where you're going
Yeah.
is like, oh, that sounds like a smart idea, but then it's like, oh, there's a reason not many games do that.
Coke and Bailey.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Neon
like
White is the brightest fucking video game you've ever seen in your entire life.
You,
Like,
you can see that level in
Everything.
everything, and that's
Yeah.
it.
and the reality of it is that you will do a good run of this level if you do it multiple times and you know the map well. And then that's not fun then to learn the map
Totally.
in darkness.
in darkness.
Because then you
Yeah.
know that like, well, this isn't the run.
Yeah.
It's never going to be the run until I'm upgraded to the point where I can
Yeah.
do this
Yeah,
properly.
okay.
So I just can't play the game properly.
Oh,
yet,
that's so
is
interesting
what it
that,
feels like.
that
really
it's not
does,
until you
yeah.
get later upgrades that you go back and improve times.
Yeah, and
As
it's like-
opposed to, oh no, you got better at the game, which is why
yeah.
you can beat your old times. It's like, no, I now have
I'm
abilities.
better
that I didn't-
equipped
yes,
to
yeah,
achieve
yeah,
it.
Literally,
And it's not like okay, now the map is lit. It's just it's lit in your head in that you know it well, and also you have the benefit of having more
But it's
vision.
also like when you have games where it's like you encounter sections where like, oh, I can't access this because I don't have the tool to access this yet. This is like you have to complete the whole level, but you complete it and fail it in a way.
Totally.
And you have to kind of go back and do it better.
yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's disappointing. And yeah, it's like there's a bit of it's pretty charming, and like I enjoyed the first like half an hour I spent with it, and then the next half hour I spent with it, I was like, oh, this is just a bit tedious in like how. Once I saw the roadmap laid out in front of me, I was like, oh, it's not worth the energy to do that. Because there's like some fun writing in it and stuff. It's a bit clunky with the writing and stuff, but there's characters and it has a good sense of humor and it is playing.
I feel like it looks like it's so close to being a good idea.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's just short.
It's on the Switch.
It is on the Switch, and okay, I think it would run really well on PC, and I was playing it on Switch, which is like 30 frames just in general, and was like still hitching and stuff. And I'm like, what is this piece of shit? It's like, would it run well on the Switch?
Is it worth the Switch?
Is it worth it?
There. But he's there, but he's not good enough to be able to put Worth the Switch back on there, is he?
No.
I'm sorry, Will.
You can't make that graphic immediately.
Good. Okay, so that is Ragnar. And
So more like Ragnar.
there it is.
Sorry.
And then I would
That was good.
I would just transition us straight to the next segment, but so people don't think that I've forgotten you.
Oh no, I've just been very busy, but also I had a bunch of Final Fantasy 14 online streams this week.
Yep.
I've been playing with Shadowmar. I've been playing with Mido.
Yep.
I've been playing with Phoenix O'Lion.
Oh, Mido, I remember that name from way down the bottom of a global score.
You just wait. He's going to send you screenshots in a second.
You try, buddy.
And it's been actually a joy. I think I have now played enough of that game that I'm beginning to understand why it is so beloved. And it's because I'm getting to know the characters and the story. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, an MMO? Like, who gives a shit about the story in an MMO? Like, 90% of the time.
Well, the first fucking
What is
20
the
hours of
story?
that game, that's me. But are you onto the first expansion?
No, because I did a bunch of side quests and stuff. I've only just, I'm like level 30 something, but I've only just got my Chocobo and chosen Summoner from my Arcanist.
Okay, right.
But
Which anus?
I'm sorry?
Which anus?
Who?
From your which anus, sorry?
It's pronounced cuckoo.
Arcanus. Sorry, yeah, just caught up.
My Arcanist is now a Summoner.
Good.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm just really enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing with people. But the thing that I'm interested in is that I've just recently, from back when I last played, I've since changed to an Oceanic Data Center, which they launched a little while ago. And I'm on the Sophia world, which is there's a big back pocket contingency there.
Yep.
And apparently this is a bit of a role play server.
Oh, no.
Which in this context, being Final Fantasy, I think is a little bit sexy. So I'll talk about it more when I've explored a little bit more in Sophia.
How exciting.
I can't wait for your title card for like, how sexy is Sophia?
I mean, also, like, you're still playing the part of the game before the game.
Well, I know
the story gets
of
like
people are,
phenomenal.
Totally, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh my god, the voice acting back in the early game is awful," because they've hired a bunch of new, better voice actors since. So they're just looking at these characters, being like, "Oh my god, I remember she started out this way, or this person had that voice."
Funny.
So I'm playing it knowing that there's this kind of it's going to go on this whole arc, and
You're around about the point where I stopped playing, and everyone was like, "You gotta keep playing because you're just on the edge of getting to the new stuff."
Again, I feel like I would be there if I didn't have awesome people.
You showed us some footage of your one, and you were like a sexy rabbit.
Oh yeah, sexy bunny.
Sexy bunny.
I was playing with Nathan.
There's no rabbits.
It's
a very big difference between a rabbit and
very
a bunny.
sexy bunny. In fact, I think
and they're dead. They're just rabbits.
Because it's an inherently kinky game because it's got an inherently kinky audience.
Totally, yeah.
But they said that the greatest and most freeing thing they did was they unlocked gender-locked clothing.
Yeah, that's
you know what
good.
I mean? They stopped making boy clothes for boy characters only, and now it's just like you just see people running past in leopard print underwear and heels, and it's just like, this is great.
I do want to
I
pick
can see
it
why
up.
people love this.
I do want to pick it back up. I want to power through their main story because no one has ever said anything bad. Like, everyone just has incredible things to say about the MSQ. So I do want to check that out. Also, that was the funniest fucking thing you've ever said. Okay, we're going to move on now. We're going to have a short ad break and we'll be back with more Back Pocket after this.
Here at Boxwell, we can box whatever you want. You got something that needs a box, we'll have the box for that thing. We can put books in boxes, pillows in boxes. I've put tins of black beans in boxes. One time I put 32 VHS copies of the film The Boxer in a Boxwell box. Basically, you bring it in and we'll box it. Well, because we're Boxwell. Last week a lady came in with a wooden box and she asked me to put that box in a Boxwell box that was bigger. She didn't think I could put a box in a bigger box, but I sure as hell did. I put that box in a bigger Boxwell box and I showed her and she fucked right off. Put a body in a box. Yeah, boxed a couple of bodies, yeah. No, not at work. Not at work. Yeah, Boxwell boxes are the best quality boxes money can buy. So in order to protect that box, every time we box something in a Boxwell, we make sure to put that Boxwell in another box to protect the Boxwell box from being damaged by other shitty home brand boxes. No one takes boxes more seriously than us, not even Michael B. Jordan. Little box joke there for all you box lovers. Michael B. Jordan, of course, Michael Box Jordan to his friends and family, of which I am one. I know him. So when you need it boxed well, use a Boxwell, because no one boxes boxes like Boxwell.
What used to be okay is now deemed quite risque. No matter what you say, it's a sex thing. Put numbers on a line, and most of them are fine, except for 69, it's a sex thing. A golfer has a wedge, in cricket you might sledge, but if you try to wedge, you'll start a row. No matter what it is, it's gonna make you jizz, 'cause everything's a sex thing now.
Oh, I love that. I want us to record it in a duet with harmonies. Can you do another version with harmonies and I'll sing it?
Steph was
That
having
was so beautiful.
the most wholesome reaction.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally like,
69.
it'll make you want to jizz. And she's like,
Aww.
Will!
I just love musical theatre.
it's so true.
And jizz.
And jizz! Welcome, Rock Wallaby, or whatever your name was.
I used to love you guys.
Muso for hire, come on.
Such a talent.
Come on. It's not fair to show us up on our own show. We're supposed to be the
That's
Jizz
what it's
hands,
for, though.
everybody.
It is for, that's what the word from the sponsors is
Totally.
for.
100%.
It's your segment to show off.
And
Whatever
show us
talent
to
that
show
might
off,
be.
Miso.
Doesn't have to be a musical talent.
Yeah.
It could be any talent.
Yeah.
I want to see someone do just a basic magic trick.
Bert, the alphabet.
I want to see someone jizz.
One.
The Star Wars music.
Wait, what?
What?
No, what's going on there?
The thumb thing.
But how are you doing that?
Well, my thumb is coming off. over
Oh,
here,
what?
And then going back over there. See? There we go.
Whoa.
I thought he was simulating jizz.
Just punched you.
Oh,
And then
right. Yeah, that's
got your thumb.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
That's what it looks like when it happens. That's how it
Yep.
comes out.
There it
Goes
is.
it goes everywhere.
Ooh.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Hey, Pete.
Have you done that for your kids? Have they like not jizzed? Oh my god.
Pete.
I mean the thumb thing.
No.
Because I remember thinking that was magic.
No, my kids are obsessed with the nose thing.
Lish Fisher said
guess
that
it's
their husband
that's
can
how they were born.
sword swallow. And
who can?
if it's like the safer work version of sword swallowing, send in a video.
Oh, please.
Even if it's not,
Yeah.
even if it's not safe for work one, we'll blur it.
Everyone's saying
You could always find a new husband.
that's how the kids were made. I know.
That's how the kids
I
were
was there. I
made.
was just
Burn the witches, says BMac.
I really want to see sword swallowing. I absolutely like that shit. Scares the hell out of me.
Yeah. It just makes me feel
How
uncomfortable.
did we get there?
Someone, Lishfish in the chat says her husband or their husband can sword swallow. So we were talking about like if you can do a magic trick, send it in as a word from our sponsor, and we're saying that Lishfish's husband.
Yeah.
You do that.
And we're assuming metal swords.
Yeah.
And also-
and I would hope very blunt.
But also, send in your really crap magic trick, and we'll put it next to the sword swallowing one.
Yeah.
You'll start with your thumb.
Totally. I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna pick someone out of the
swallowing a sword.
chat. Oh, that's right. He did. Lishfish said it's technically safe for work. Oh, Nick, he asked you on Twitter if you wanted to pull a sword out of his throat. Yes,
Oh.
he did. And I said next time if we're in the same
time
vicinity,
you're
yes.
With a sword.
We'll do it at PAX.
We'll do it at PAX.
And also, I'm just going to pick a random name out of the chat, and that person is going to be Serpent77. I want to see you just swallow a really little knife. Just like a little plastic one. Yeah. Do it. Send it to one of our sponsors for that.
Don't
yeah,
listen
do it.
to him.
Do it safe. Do it safe. But just a little one, like a little, like tiny little.
Like a Q-tip.
Don't do it.
Like
Don't
It's
do
not
it.
a question of the size of the sharp object.
Of course
you
it
swallow.
is.
Yeah.
It's no.
The fact that it's a sharp
Soft
object.
vinegar
A plastic
You're a parent.
knife? A plastic
You're a
knife.
parent.
Yes, and I
Promoting
assume that
people to books.
Serpens is over the age of 18 and can make decisions for themselves.
Just put it
Cut,
just put your
regardless
head
of
this
the
way
age.
and then put it behind your head like
Yeah.
that.
Yes, do
Yeah.
that. Do that.
Yeah,
See?
swallow this remote.
See, you know what, Gus? Instead of just fucking naysaying, look at him go.
No gag.
Oh my god, it's like a seagull.
Now,
Oh god. Okay.
we'll switch the
Is that
cameras
good? Did that
now.
look good?
Pant.
Did that look good?
Perfect.
That looked pretty good.
It actually looked pretty good.
Movie magic.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what,
Further away.
I'm a little turned on. All right, it's time for
all
the next
fine.
segment, and we're going to transition seamlessly into that was Pete doing something that I see. No, it was so perfect. That was Pete doing something that I wish he would do in my dreams.
And this
Is Dream PC.
You guys are not in sync tonight.
We're not. What happened there?
way out.
Yeah. Dream PC. You dream it, they build it. Easy to configure a PC via their website. They've got a website. You better believe they've got a website. I mean, most people have a website, so it's not that big of a deal, but theirs is actually good. Bespoke systems built to order. You can tell them whatever you want in that PC, they'll put in there as long as it's something you put in a PC. Though I have seen lots of people put like
Little anime figures and shit.
yeah, anime figures and like dolls and shit.
Get your anime
PCs.
figures out of your
You can
computers,
put whatever,
guys.
You can put whatever you want in there.
No.
The cases are big enough now.
It's true.
You know, you can really customize.
Oh,
it,
like an
make it
actual.
your
I
own.
thought you meant like an art print, but you mean
No,
like an actual
no. They
little, like
sit
figurine
little
or
figures
something.
in. There's yeah.
People have made. You can.
Put me in
The
there.
sky is the limit, really.
Yeah. Build a dream PC and put me in it. And
I'd
I'll pay
do
for the
that,
figure.
and it would be adorable because obviously you can build a glass side, which most PCs have these days, so you can see the inner workings, the wondrous work that Dream PC does. I'm sure if I put a figurine in, something would go wrong, and they would find themselves tipped over in the GPU fan. Just
No,
fucking
not in
rattling
a dream
about or
PC.
something.
PC, nothing would go wrong.
Nothing. would
No,
go
no, in my
You can also
PC.
get-
Oh, in yours.
And I'd
Your
need to
dream.
replace it.
You can also get CPU coolers that have like a little LED screen that you can put pictures on there. So you could put a picture of Nick Boy's face, and then he'd actually be in there.
But he'd have to be doing the pose in the face of an anime figure.
He'd have to be doing that. Here I go.
I did it. You
He
just
did it, you
cut
missed
too
it.
late.
You blink and you missed it.
Coastal City made a cool, I think it was Nightwing.
Like a decal of Nightwing.
Yeah, which was awesome.
That's
And
sick.
Dream PC's in the chat right now and says, get creative, put whatever you want in there. And Spiceman just above that said bad dragon. So there you go. You can put a
God.
bad dragon in there. Can I
know-
get the card back? Oh,
Yeah.
Right, apparently that's bad.
Is the person
Oh.
in the shithead?
I don't know, but I heard.
Okay, just put any dildo in there. That's fine.
Yeah.
Authorized Australian market parts seller. So they'll sell anything that goes in a PC and then live updates via their build tracker so you can see how that
Quite
sweet
anything.
PC is going. Go to go.dreampc.com.au/backpocket to build the PC of your dreams. I was actually thinking, because I got a new PC, I think it was like 2.5 years ago or something.
Oh, you're ready.
And I
You're due.
was going like I got the 3080 when they came out.
Yeah.
That'll last me a while. But I was thinking, I'm kind of at that life cycle in a PC where it's fine for a few more years.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it's not the
It becomes
top of the
streaming
line
PC
anymore.
now.
And yeah, it will become a streaming PC. And that I was like, oh, in like a year or two, I'm going to have to think about upgrading this. And I know where I'm going to go.
You're not going to think?
To JB Hi-Fi. No, I'm going to go to Dream PC. What were you saying?
Oh, just that apparently the Bad Dragon is under new management and they're good again.
Yay!
It's like the Vomit
everyone.
Factory.
Should we approach them for a sponsorship?
Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
Come on.
We could
Literally, that should be their slogan. Come
Come on.
we can suggest this as a
The horned helmet.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's-
Why
hang
not?
on, I can do this. That's great.
Oh, though Kid Carnage does bring up a good point. Still support Australian businesses. So if
And
there's
then
any
Australian?
local dildo
Yes.
manufacturers out there who want to sponsor our show, please get in touch at contact@lowkey.tv.
We'll get behind you. That can be your slogan.
Gus,
That was
very good.
Nice.
Well done.
Nice.
Gus. Okay, I'm sure Dream PC was either thrilled or horrified at that. Okay, let's move on now with a little segment we like to call Pete Dream PC.
Will it switch? Damn it.
Oh, well done. A little segment we like to call.
The quietest segment.
Very. Brought to you by RhysWild, and RhysWild could be the friend that Pickamy is talking about in chat, who says, my mate's dad runs a dildo factory, I'll speak to him.
Wow.
dildo
Factory is such a great one to put on the end of that. Not a dildo business.
Yeah, not a
manufacturer.
yeah,
a
yeah,
factory
a
that's
factory.
pumping them out on
In a custom
conveyor
machine
belt.
that's they're all just wobbling down a conveyor belt.
Someone's not there to go.
This conversation is happening and Covert 2001 says, do you guys miss Good Game?
But like, if someone's not there to put them in the box, they all just start going off the conveyor belt. And then if someone leaves the machine
There's
on
been a fire down the old dildo factory.
you go and open the door the next morning and you're like, ah!
I didn't assume there'd be a dedicated dildo factory. I would have thought that there would be a factory that makes a number of things, dildos.
Like latex glove.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like like a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of other
Possibly.
stuff where you
But
go,
he
yeah.
specifically said
But,
dildo
That's
factory,
very exciting. I wonder what the quality control is
implying
like
that they
there.
just make dildos.
Yeah.
If there's
you know how
one person who just needs to sit on everyone to make sure it doesn't snap.
Well, that's the thing, right? Because like when you see those, and I think it's really important to see this stuff. When you when Xbox releases a new controller, it's like here's the trailer at the factory, and we're stress testing it, right?
Yeah.
New car,
100,000, a million presses.
a million
just
presses
one
before
getting
this gets
pressed.
up. Yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom. So it's like how many times? Yeah, exactly. I mean, you only need to test one.
Yeah, exactly.
On the
No,
product
the
line.
rest are all
But it
fine.
needs to be sat on
It's like it's-
thousands of times.
It's like it's IKEA. There's their IKEA chair,
Yep.
and it's in a glass box
Yep.
with like a pneumatic, whatever pressure thing
Piston.
that just keeps
Yep.
like sitting and standing and sitting and standing. And they're
Yep.
like, it's up to 5 million sits, and it's
But you know
still
what you
fine.
could actually do? If they were smart,
5 million
they could
sits.
produce both a dildo and a fleshlight style situation,
They
and then
just
they
go
would
together.
test each other, and then you go. So you're killing two birds with one stone.
Well, Sylvia says that sounds like it'll become a horrible job about 2 hours in.
If you're less than 2 hours,
Yeah.
you're doing very
Wow.
well.
Vesuvius has stamina.
Hours of
It's definitely
consistent sitting.
Consistent, because you've seen those conveyor belts.
That's
as
not
well.
like you're sitting once on it for 2 hours.
No. That like that's gonna burn your thighs way before any like
Burns
entry.
anything.
Yeah, it needs
Like-
to come to you. Let's be real.
It does. It
Needs
does.
to come
There's
to
a new
you.
one.
There you go.
So many
That's good as
slogans.
We'll
well.
come to you.
We'll come
Yeah.
to you from behind.
We'll get behind you, and then we'll come to you.
I genuinely
show.
think there is not a single Twitch stream or influencer or whatever in the country that would do a better job of advertising sex toys than us. I think from a really
we just
genuine,
did.
like wholesome but fun, genuine space, I think we would nail it.
We
There's
would
another
fill.
one.
We would fill that hole.
Yeah, there you go, Gus. Come on. Come on. Take that into the bath instead of the Switch. Okay. Very good gameplay brought to you by Reese. Thank you very much, Reese, for your continued support of this.
Awesome. Toxic.
Lovely.
What did he say?
Dildo nut
Wholesome
chat.
without a dog.
Good. Okay. We're going to play a video game. What are we playing?
Turtle time.
Yay. And Pete, what did we order?
Pizza.
It's pizza time.
Shitty pizza.
Let's
Yeah.
be heroes in a half shell.
Yeah, we got pizza. People pick up your controllers. Hit start. Steph and Nick, because you know the first point of action is to
Pick a turtle.
assign a turret.
I'll take Raphael.
Fuck off! Don't you dare! Fuck you! Fuck you! Give him back!
What? You finished?
Give him back!
What? Oh, you don't think you could be good with another turtle?
Donatello! Ah, thank God. Steph's still on a
I'm gonna be the rat.
I mean,
Gonna be the rat.
Screw your turtles.
Just love garlic bread.
Splinter taught them to be ninja
It's so
keen.
much better than pizza.
Hey Stephanie, Hit start. You moved your controller out of your way to get your fucking garlic bread in your mouth. You need to hit start. You need to pick a character, and then we can get playing.
You dropped it.
Shit. So we're gonna play a bit of 4-player co-op, and this is gonna be me experiencing torture, which is playing with these three when I had the wholesome experience of just being wrapped.
The wholesome experience.
Oh my god, the
playing by
controller's
yourself.
disconnected. Who's disconnected?
Me? No, I'm there.
Yeah.
It was me.
Okay.
Hit the start button.
Start
Steph.
button, Steph. What's happening?
What is happening? How's the level of the music, by the way? It seems like it's super low. Will's on it, though. I can see him. He's dragging.
Jeff?
He's dragging.
Ready up?
Did you
Hit
press
start.
I'm pressing.
Oh, this is
This
what I
one?
said. Yeah,
Start.
Yeah,
I know what
She knows.
I know what start is, Gus, and I'm pressing it, and nothing is.
I'm gonna press.
It might be the control panel.
I totally checked all these.
Yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Go back.
Steph's that one. Someone else isn't in.
I disconnected.
Peter's.
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe?
Sorry, is Peter the problem? And
Do you
not
know what
Stephanie?
button is start?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I know because I'm a
It's
I'm a
this one.
man.
It's this one, Peter.
So I've been playing video games my whole life. You see.
Which show are you gonna be?
No, I'm gonna be a rat.
Steph?
So was Megan Fox April O'Neil?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Transformers.
Wait,
Which one, Steph?
was she in both?
Yeah.
Leo, good choice. Alright, that's everyone. So, I think I picked the arcade mode, but I'm gonna.
Turtles in a half shell. Turtle power.
It's Heroes in a Half Shell.
Yeah, but
Heroes
the
in a
turtle.
half shell.
Technically, the turtles are in the half shell, though, Gus.
Yeah, but
so-
they're
Turtle
heroes.
power.
They're the world's most
Pen?
fierce fighting team.
No, never.
What are we seeing here?
Leonardo's leads.
Yeah.
Donatello does machines.
What does Raph do? Fucking
Raphael is
pull
cool
him.
but rude.
He just complained.
Yeah, give me a
Michelangelo,
break.
He's a bit of a dickhead.
more of your party
Five
dude.
foots. Bebop's beat.
What does the rat do?
God, this is bring back some memories.
Splinter taught them to be Ninja
Splinter.
King.
He's the sensei.
He's a radical rat.
Metikliana the cat.
That's pretty cool. Okay,
Splinter
let's
was
do this.
Sensei.
That's a great pull.
Did I just laugh like Ninja Turtle?
But he
dude?
came from the same laboratory, I think, right? He was
You laugh like Will
part of
Smith.
the same experiment.
Oh, really?
So, okay, everyone,
Oh, I'm,
follow my lead.
I'm once again not wearing my glasses.
X is basic attack. There you go.
Sorry, we missed a
These
beautiful
are
moment.
so dirty.
X is
How are
attack.
you looking through these? Oh my god.
Everyone press right bump. Everyone press right bump.
Wait, I'm just cleaning Nick's glasses.
Nick, press right bump. So, you press that button and you do a taunt, and it builds up your meter up the top. Now you press Y.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely.
Is that a super?
That's your super.
Okay.
Which meter? Oh, the blue meter. The blue meter.
Yeah. So, ooh, nice. You got jump attack. You've got double tap the controller to run.
Oh my God.
To sprint.
Can't clean them.
Oh my god.
I've got him.
They're actually incredibly
Super attack.
old. That's what it is.
Double tap the thumbstick to go into a run, which will cause you to do a crazy good attack, and then hold
Tap
your
the thumbstick.
yeah, like in a direction,
Like in a
sprint.
direction. In a direction.
Oh, okay.
and then hold down your attack to do your charge. Everyone
Oh.
hold your charge pose.
Oh, and B is like a back.
Oh yeah, everyone hold your charge. Oh,
Wait, what's charge?
hold your attack. X.
Light attack.
And everyone attack. Nice. Yeah, B is dodge, so you're invulnerable while you do a little backflip.
Yep.
And then if you do your little dodge and an attack on the end of it, you do a nice little slide kick.
Oh, fucking rat's awesome, man. He's fighting and stuff.
His name is Splinter.
Yeah, but he's fucking rat.
Show him some respect. He's your sensei.
He's your set. Thank you. Steph.
Go, rat boy.
No.
Do the triggers do anything?
I'm just at the back.
No. Triggers don't do anything, but
I'm in.
bump does your little your taunt.
Don't
Oh,
mind me.
yeah.
I love the fact that Donatello plays a Game Boy. That's so good. So good.
What a prankster.
What a
Yeah.
prankster. He does machines.
Is that what he... So he fucks the Game Boy.
Oh shit, what was I?
So we are playing 4-player currently, and this has 6-player apparently.
That is, 6-player is
Shit.
wild.
Not the cameraman. Not the cameraman. He's an innocent.
Oh.
Yeah, but he's
Is he
a
there?
dick.
Yeah, he's a jerky turkey. I bet he
So
gives April...
when I
shit.
hit Y, what is that doing?
You're doing a special, which is
Okay,
like
but
you're
it takes-
invulnerable,
Where am
Takes
I?
time.
and you do a huge attack. Like,
But it
Donnie's
just seemed to be invulnerable at the start. It's like you need some space to be able to do it because I've been interrupted from it and badly hurt doing it.
No, I don't think you can get interrupted from your special. So everyone do a little taunt. So if I press Y right now, no one can interrupt that.
No one can interrupt that.
So it was the poll in the chat before for best turtle, but how many options can you have in the poll?
Only 4, I think. Well, there's only
Have
4
six,
turtles.
Yeah.
And we actually ran a poll, and it was...
Leonardo won, but a lot of people didn't know a poll was running.
All right, I would love to request a second poll with all
Second
four,
poll.
all 4 turtles. We're
You know
talking
who-
Donnie, Raph, Leo, and Mike.
You know who's going to win the poll? The man with the poll, Donatello.
I'm not totally against that, Pete. I can see where you're coming from.
They're all great. That's why they're a great team.
Yeah, except
They're
for Michelangelo.
So what is the hate against Michelangelo?
No, I don't-
It's
I don't actually hate Michelangelo.
When I was a kid, exactly who I wanted to be, but I turned out to be
a pizza
Raphael.
eater.
Maybe I'm trying to do my special if I don't have it like at full or something.
So up
Yeah,
the
it's gotta
top,
be blue.
you got a blue bar, and you can actually charge it twice, I believe.
Serpent says Donatello is the best one because he's the gay one. Is that just
Is he?
the purple?
Is he?
Was that a thing?
Did they
Is that ever
retcon
established in law? Like the
Dumbledore style?
The Nickelodeon series that they did was awesome.
recent
the
one.
3D one was
Yeah.
really good. I don't know if that's been established. Can you stop meditating, rat?
I think that's what I'm doing. I think that's
yeah.
the version of what I'm doing.
No. I'm-
Pete, I love that. Pete, you're Splinter, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Ninja Turtle.
Ninja Turtle. I would
guys.
say the only thing that's probably missing from this is like another multiplayer mode, like a score chaser or something, because we just feel like way too powerful right
Because there's,
now.
from what I've seen of you playing it earlier today,
Yeah.
this isn't different. They're the same amount of enemies.
Correct.
So we're just like, we're just coming here and
Stop meditating.
brutalizing. What happened there? The game froze when a man hit the screen.
So if you run up to a foot soldier and just push against them, you'll get a grab. It'll be a grab, and then you
yeah.
press an attack.
Oh,
and
that's
if you
nice.
press down an attack, yeah, you throw them at the screen, which is a lovely callback to Turtles in Time. Pizza time. Okay, we're just gonna throw all the foot soldiers
Yeah.
at the screen.
So, yeah.
I just love that. Look at this elbow.
wouldn't
Ready?
we?
Fucking.
Who are you?
Donnie.
Pizza!
Who needs it? Oh, you gotta.
Pizza! It's pizza time!
I love the fact as well that
Rats
foot
love
soldiers are like.
I would say rats like pizza more than turtles do.
Well, it's
true.
turtles don't have teeth.
Yeah, and we've all seen the New York rat carrying the pizza slice up
You ever
the
seen a
stairs.
turtle carrying a pizza?
Never. Not
Seen a
once.
turtle carrying a head?
Should
a
we just
human
leave
head?
these people?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Danny
Breaking
Trejo.
Bad. Danny Trejo.
Yeah, that makes
God, you have a good memory.
Only of Danny Trejo's head.
That's right.
I know everywhere that's been.
Yeah. Machete.
Machete.
Machete. Oh, rat time.
Whoa!
That's fucking
That was
good.
ratacular.
That's not a thing.
Ratacular?
I never said that.
I'm pretty sure he says ratacular
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
episode.
Hero
That's
and a half shot.
reticulous.
Same cameraman is back filming the same
Same pigman. Who's the pigman?
Bebop.
Bebop.
Cowboy Bebop.
And there's Rocksteady.
That's the cowboy.
He's the rhino.
Oh, I missed everything.
My turn. This doesn't feel very skill focused, does it?
Nah.
Well, considering literally the only thing I have done as Raphael is the same basic attack in.
Yeah, but you're doing it to nobody.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've done this entire game so far, and we're still doing great.
You just did a cool throw, Peter.
Yeah, I'm throwing him out of the screen, mate. I could use some pizza, and so could Don. Don's doing a poo. Do you want again?
Yeah, what was he doing?
Don's a little poo poo.
That's a real squat.
He's a poo poo.
Is that his taunt?
Yeah, he's taunted as he plays some Game Boy by sitting down, but it does look like he's going for a turtle squat. Got a turtle head.
Got a turtle head.
All right, who's next? It's because I'm running ahead with Raph here, who's just enjoying
Pizza.
attacking
Yeah,
nobody.
pizza.
Damn it. So what does the meditation do? Is it meant to like get your health back or something?
So Ratman meditates, but you'll do some other cool action.
I did that thing. I did that thing with the sword. So I'm on the left. I lost track of my
This Ratman's really working for me.
John Ratman.
John Ratman.
I did it again. It's like
Donatello's the best
Donnie
turtle
wins the best
now.
turtle. I'll take it.
Who's the best rat in this team? You reckon?
See, can someone let us know who came second, third, and fourth?
Yeah, can someone let us know who the best rat was? The
Rat
controller
time.
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Oh,
That's a bit sticky.
Old elite.
It's sticky buttons.
Sticky buttons.
Sticky buttons.
The elite
Ah!
real sticky buttons problems.
What does Rat do when he does?
Oh, that landed
when
on
he
my
does
head.
B.
I like
His
that you've
dodge.
now
I know.
given up and calling him Rat.
Oh, that pizza!
Yeah, fuck you.
Rat took it all.
Oh, we all got it. No, we all got it.
Oh, is it shared?
Yeah, shit.
Is pizza health?
Pizza.
That guy's got it.
Oh yeah, we got to break the shield. Oh, can we grab him?
Yeah, I'll play
you can grab the
gameplay.
shield, guys. You can just grab him. You can just grab him.
Grab him
and throw him
from-
at the screen.
Nice. Good work, Rat.
My name is Monterey.
My name is Splinter, and I am your sensei. It's just.
All right, let's fight this pig.
All right, everyone. Has everyone got it? Everyone quickly do your meditate.
Is this like the
Press the
car?
right bump.
I've got it. I've got it. I'll go first.
Right bump.
I'm going up
So
first.
Pete's gonna go first. Everyone right bump.
Meditate.
Now everyone uses special.
I missed him heaps.
What's special again?
Why?
Yeah, got it. I think I did my special at no one.
I special
Yeah,
enough,
me too.
really nice.
Now. Oh god.
We're just special spamming. Special spam. Oh, I just got kicked in the head.
Wait for him. He's gonna be
That is
dizzy.
screen.
Now special.
Ah,
Now Game Boy.
Now
Run-
12.
run-
12
dizzy.
towards freedom.
He's got a lot more health considering there's more of us.
Oh, yes, in the corner.
Well, here comes.
Yeah, that's what
Take
you
it,
like
pig
That's
man.
what you like it. Right in the-
Take it, pig man.
Oh, this
we
is
go.
so sick. We're just baller, man. 4 turtles
Comes.
just hanging out.
I mean, it really does go to show
what
that
turtles just
There's
hang.
3 of us and a rat man.
there's a reason the turtles never lost. They're just unstoppable when it's all of them.
I love that I have to run up into the corner and do a little Game Boy poo. I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's looking.
Look out for the laser beam.
Ready? Oh, there goes. Everyone. No, you gotta get him now. He's dizzy. Nice,
Oh.
rat man.
Right in the pig balls.
He's dizzy.
Look
Jesus.
how much health
He's
he's
dead. He's so
This is
dead.
unfair.
Throw him at the screen. Throw him
Final kick.
at the screen. Nice.
Yep.
You earned that pizza.
Donnie jumps on it like a pogo stick.
Oh, cool.
I'm in my 30s.
I'm in my 30s. I'm in my 30s. Johnny poked him with a pogo stick and I don't eat cube tomato.
Do we get? Is this pizza time?
Pizza time.
Is it pizza time?
Yeah,
Can I have
right.
a pizza, please? All the pizzas are on the other side of the room. I don't want that one.
It's got pepperoni.
You like some garlic bread? We have 4.
That's too many
That's
garlic
not
bread.
bad, bro.
Is it?
Steph said it was the only thing she would eat.
Yeah, but
That's not true. I said I would eat some pepperoni pizza. I said that I like garlic bread more than pizza.
Fair, I'm sorry I mischaracterized.
cowabunga.
This genuinely makes me really happy.
What?
Cold pizza,
Yep.
Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like friendship.
Friends.
Yeah, but no.
I feel like
The
it
Ninja
is-
Turtles
the
was.
cold pizza and the Ninja Turtle is representative of friendship.
That's true. No, this
Thank
is
you,
what
Steph.
Gus does all the time.
He can't say it.
We see it on the company Uber Eats card. It's occasionally because we order dinner here every Thursday night, and then whoever ordered it last, because of the stupid way that the Uber app works, that card, the company card is then saved as like the last payment method. So then if someone orders food over the weekend, whoever ordered here, if they order food on the weekend, there's a like 95% chance it's getting hit on the company card.
I'm sure I would have made that mistake before if there was Uber Eats in the Blue Mountains.
There's a 95% chance it's me as well. So, but yeah.
You're a
And
cow-
then
you're a cowabunga dude.
my favorite part of it is you then have to, because one of us will go like, Gus, you just hit the company card with like $90 worth of takeout. What did you order?
Yeah, you're at home by yourself tonight.
My last one was pizza.
You ordered $90 worth of pizza?
70. And I wasn't by myself. Thank you very much. There was 2 large pizzas, 2 drinks, and then gelato that the pizza place did, and it was like gourmet
Fancy?
gelato, and it was Tim Tam gelato that was like maybe $14 a punnet, and
Oh, yeah.
we got 2 punnets.
I told you.
That's how they get you.
I told you the story about when I ordered lots of pizzas for my house, right? That I used to get the sort of like order 7 pizzas, whatever. And the way that I would justify it is the pizza delivery person would turn up and I would go to the door and answer. And I would go, hey, thanks very much. And they hand me like 5 pizzas. And then I'd just turn around to my empty house and go, pizza's here. And then I'd shut the door.
He knew.
You've never told me that story because I've got the same story.
You do?
Yeah, I've done the same
yeah.
thing. I've gotten dinner and it's like Thai and it's like 3 meals and I'm like, guys, dinner's up.
Yep.
I'm like, there's so much cutlery in here and it's all for me.
There was a period of time where I would go to a lot of slumber parties. At
They
my
all
friend's
know
house.
it's just Lord
They all know.
I would go to a lot of slumber parties and we would we would choreograph dance routines for the pizza person.
Fuck yes.
So like the pizza person would arrive and it would be like, 12, 14-year-old girls in pajamas doing this choreographed routine, being like, pizza, 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 we love you, pizza man. Who brings
Amazing.
Pizza,
That's so good.
Pizza. It was like
So
this
that's
thing.
heaps
And
annoying.
occasionally
Are you
they
doing
would
that
get
in-
heaps into it and be awesome, and then occasionally they'd be like, okay.
So the much sadder version of that was as an 18-year-old
As a 37-year-old, pizza.
when
pizza.
when I moved out and I moved in with a couple of my friends. We were all like big drama nerds, and we had a house dance, and it was to some like, oh fuck, I'll remember the song at some point. But it was some like super poppy rap song, and the house dance was whenever you came over to our house, you, like any friend, would have to sit on the couch and watch the three of us aggressively dance at them. It was like a Bring It On style cheerleader
God.
dance that we choreographed as like fucking 18-year-old drama nerds, but the house dance is if you come over to our house, you have to watch us dance and then you can do whatever you want.
That's amazing. I love that. I love that.
No, it's the game screen.
Yeah, you're trying
Me
to push it.
going. The screen says go, guys. Actually, can we all
Do
go
a house
back?
dance, it's just
Can we go back?
the best idea. I'll give you the song. I'll find the song for the post show.
It's the old turtle truck.
Is there
There's the turtle blimp. Yeah, pepperoni was that one.
Turtle Blimp.
Remember the turtle blimp toy?
How many seasons of that show was there? I feel like there was only like 2 or 3.
It's 1982 it started, and then I think
82.
82 was the first animated cartoon one.
How did they keep coming up with ideas?
Steph, you're holding us back as a team.
You mean for episodes of Turtles, or
Yeah.
for? I'll control Steph's one while she's eating. Or for just TV shows in general.
Double turt.
I guess like any of those shows, like I know that they were all very formulaic or whatever, but like
Don't
it
need
must
to
have been
jump this,
hard.
Can
It
we
must have been
loot?
hard to come up with new challenges for them to face. All
Pizza! Everyone grab one of these!
There's all.
Oh, power poop up! Pizza time!
It's time.
Whoa.
What's happening?
Oh, that's me. I thought I was hitting X. To be fair, I am controlling 2 characters.
That's the sticky button.
That dude just exploded, man. And not in a fun way, thing.
The music is so good.
What's the song? What was the song in Bring It On at the beginning?
Isn't it Big Butts? Or is that the
No,
one they
it's,
steal?
I said, "Burr, it's cold."
That's the one.
here.
That's the
There
one.
must be some Toros in the atmosphere.
Yeah, that was the song. That was the fucking song which we did as the house dance. That was what
They
you had
stole
to
it from the
do.
Clovers.
Yeah, so it was me, my very gay roommate, me,
Oh,
very half gay, and my friend Higgy.
I went down a hole.
yeah, you gotta be careful.
Don't fall down the hole.
Don't fall down the manhole.
But that's
Turtle
where
should
we
be in the...
live.
and that is true. That's where we should actually... See, doesn't this make anyone else nostalgic looking at the
Sexy,
TV
upbeat,
zone?
unpopular to boot. It's just Payton. Okay, it's just Payton. Now you know the song. A word from our sponsor is you and your housemates doing a house dance. Come on.
Yes.
House dance as word from our sponsors. House dance?
House
We'll
dance.
take the whole
House
word.
dance.
Yeah.
We'll take the whole dance.
We should do a house dance.
And then
We
we
should
do Save the Last Dance.
I miss doing.
Save the last
Reenact the
house
whole
dance.
film, the whole feature film, of Save the Last Dance.
Julia Stiles?
Yeah.
I actually really like that movie. My sister and I used to watch that shit.
Such
over-
a bad.
That and Center Stage.
Center Stage was
Center
great,
Stage is good.
but Center Stage had.
She's the leader!
Center Stage had was actual dancers and the guy that was like the main ballet dude is is a famous ballet dancer.
That's right. Yeah.
He was a dancer first, actor second.
Yeah,
Which was obvious, but I
100%.
appreciated it for being a dance movie.
Yeah. Because it was actual dancing and not just a lot of editing to hide the fact that they can only do one move and then they need to take a
I feel like also in Center Stage the dance at the end was properly awesome. It was so great. But
Which
the
one
dance
was
at the end of Save the
Jamiroquai?
Last Dance was so underwhelming.
Which one was
Yeah.
was Jamiroquai?
Center Stage.
That was Center Stage.
Yeah.
That's
Which
a
you
good
get
one?
with the red
Yeah.
ballet shoes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That was Julia Stiles?
No.
Oh.
She was in
No,
Save
that
the
was
Last Dance.
it was
It was. I can't remember her name. Is that
Can't
the
he?
she did?
she's in Suits.
No.
Oh, that is.
Suits?
Yeah, she's in Suits as a sort of side character that enters later.
Yeah, Center Stage. Every time I came home from school, my sister, I was like, what are you watching? She's like, Center Stage.
Nothing left for me to do but.
What was Can't Fight the Moonlight?
Watch out.
Coyote.
I was about to say,
It's Coyote
Coyote
Ugly.
Ugly. Let's talk about some
Coyote
dancing
Ugly.
movies, and let's talk about Coyote
Hyper
Ugly.
Parabo.
Yep.
Hyper Parabo.
These dudes are more radical than us.
They were. They're off their
Bicycles.
bikes now. They weren't wearing helmets.
But they're
How great was that bar?
Oh,
yeah.
Leanne Rimes thought so.
Leanne Rimes loved that
So
bar.
did Tyra Banks.
So did Tyra.
Tyra Banks is in that movie?
Yeah.
Tyra Banks.
She's one of the
One of the
coyotes.
coyotes.
Oh, sick.
One of the coyotes.
Coming in big.
I'm trying to grab people. Woo!
Nice
He's
stab.
killing them all.
She was in Yellowstone too.
So you can juggle the foot soldiers beyond when they die. You can keep juggling them to get your combo up.
First time chat from Michael Novelty just screams, "Can't find the moon." Like,
What a good
which I
first
think is
chat.
great,
Novelty.
greatest
Fight
first
it.
person.
It's gonna get to you.
And that was Adam.
Key change.
Garcia?
Yep.
Yep.
Bootman.
From Bootman.
Yeah.
Good key change in
And
that
he
song.
never worked.
So I have gone down. I mean, this is such post-show energy, but that's what beat 'em up games are.
Pizza.
I've gone down the biggest hole of.
I'm down.
Me
Pizza
too.
roll.
Basically every.
You gonna revive you?
I've stopped watching new content. I've stopped watching like new TV shows and anything, and all I watch now is 90s movies. 90s and early 2000s movies, and that's like every single night I watch 2 or 3 90s or early 2000s movies.
There is a genre of YouTube video that I did not know that I liked, and that is
Tiffany!
that is reaction videos to people watching movies that no
She's put the controller completely down.
That.
She's
Like, I
done.
watched
Give me that while you're talking.
I watched someone watch.
You chose Leo. You need to lead us.
She's leading by letting
It's
you guys.
It's very boring. I appreciate you loved it on your own, but I feel like as a group, all I'm doing is just button mashing, and it's like not super fun.
So we're actually making it more difficult. Like the challenge is for you, the pro gamers, while we talk about the dancing movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I watched Jojo Rabbit the other day, and it was like I think the thing was like German.
got unlimited specials.
Rabbit for the first time. I was like, oh yeah, German perspective.
Oh yeah, I'll pay that.
And she was just like knowing what happens in that film and watching her kind of commentating and going on the whole journey. And there's this,
Wait, is it the whole movie?
the whole movie, yeah. Well, like I think there's bits where you sort of skip forward
Yeah,
little
okay.
bits or whatever, and then she's
come
kind
to
of
us.
like
It's more-
talking over it and things and what have you.
just biting other
But there's like the moment in that film that is
Yep.
significant. There's a thing where she
Get
goes,
a-
"Ah, butterfly."
Ninja star out of the
Like,
sky,
you know what
man.
comes straight after it?
I've never seen JoJo.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. But it was like one of those things where like I didn't think that I would take. It's a bit like when
So if
people
you do your
describe Twitch
special
for the
after,
first
like,
time,
a
like,
yep.
why would you watch someone else
changes.
play a video?
Yep.
game?
Jump
Why
your
would
special,
you, not
you
just
should
play
do
it
slightly different
yourself?
one.
But it's like, oh, watching
Watch out.
something.
But in theory, it's kind of the
Oh,
same
yeah.
as like when you show your favorite movie to like a new partner or something, and you're like, I want
really
to
working
watch
with me.
this with you
Yeah, he's just
because I want to
fucking-
see how you react to this
Boss
stuff,
time,
right? Like
boss time,
it's
boss
that
time.
same energy, isn't it? Of watching someone go like, I know what's about to happen, and seeing you go on that journey is
Yeah.
for me the entertainment of watching this movie.
Yeah, totally. So I feel like there's I find myself doing that where I'm like I don't
Game Boy.
necessarily watch the movie again because it's been 1,000 times, but I want to watch someone else watch it.
Arms.
Look at experience.
Ready? Look at our characters, by the way.
Sidebar, you need to watch Jojo Rabbit.
Yeah, I know, but I don't watch new things anymore. In 20
Rat
years'
Man.
time, I'll watch Jojo Rabbit.
No.
No, right now I'm
This
watching.
weekend.
I'm,
The
Tiger
I've,
film,
I've
watch
watched.
it.
This
in
weekend.
last week, I've watched Heat. I've watched Ocean's
Please.
12. I've watched
Close.
Out of Sight.
Please.
I've watched Scary Movie 3 for some reason.
Watch it.
Big hit.
I watched.
It's so good.
Yeah, I will watch.
And,
it.
and Beck would love it.
Yeah, I'll watch.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
No, you'll be
She
right.
does love Nazis.
Oh, I got shot in the face.
I watched you.
I've watched Barry. No, I've watched the really good new stuff. But other than that, I just watched
Jojo
like.
Rabbit is really good, relatively new stuff.
You know what's next on the list?
Nice.
What?
Master and Commander.
Good jump. Oh, he's dead.
Let's talk about
Why?
the greatest ship movie of all time, Master
Yeah,
and
maybe it's
Commander.
just like-
That movie
I'll be
is
down.
fine,
I got this.
but Jojo
Yeah.
Rabbit is
This is
so
what I
much
wanted.
better. Don't
Oh, this-
re-watch Master and Commander.
there
over
a God,
watching
ship?
Jojo Rabbit.
Master and Commander, chat. Give me some. Give me ones in the chat for Master and Commander.
Making me angry now.
Master and Commander is a classic.
Angry.
Wasn't there a Hemsworth ship movie with a whale?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
was,
I'm not gonna watch that.
It was okay. It was Ron Howard.
Too new.
Was he the whale?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those ones.
Oh, look at the turtles. I'm down. Pizza.
You're just walking us into corner.
Yeah, I'm just making sure they don't get frustrated when we get to talk about Master and Commander.
Like, you may as well just not move them at all.
No, because when we don't move them, the screen doesn't progress. That's why they were getting so pissed.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Sneakers. Lord Shadowmere sneakers. I literally
Oh,
put
yeah.
on the list today.
Have
for a
you seen
movie.
Hackers?
I have. Well, The reason that Sneakers is on Hackers is because I was watching Totally Rad Show. The thing I spoke about at the beginning of the reason that Sneakers is on the list is because I was watching Totally Rad Show. What I spoke about at the beginning of the episode, they spoke about Hackers. Someone got it confused for Sneakers, and then I was like, both of those movies are going on the list. Angelina Jolie in the late 90s, early 90s?
It was the early 90s. It was like 94, 95.
Great movie. And Robert Redford in Sneakers, Gus, you can't be angry about Robert Redford in Sneakers.
I've seen Hackers so many times. I made some Discord buddies watch it who I think were born in the 90s.
Yeah,
and
right.
so they found it quite funny.
What should Nick watch? It better be Master and Commander versus Jojo Rabbit. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Gus, happy?
That was a segment we like to call Nick and Steph talk over my nostalgia.
We played so much of it at the start, and
we both got bored at exactly the same time.
It was enough of it.
Oh, you are not invited to my sleepover.
Well, I will be invited because I'm going to choreograph a really fun dance for the Pizza Man, and it'll be a great time for everybody.
And I am bringing the HD DVD of Master and Commander.
Laserdisc only. Thank you very much.
Good. Look, I don't give a shit about beat 'em up games, but the nostalgia factor there is very, very fun.
Peacock, good.
Oh,
He'll
Peacock, good.
He'll
Well
play
done.
anything.
Thanks.
About time.
Once I found the start button.
Good sass. Okay, excellent. We're going to come back with more back pocket action after this short break.
There's a bear in there.
Best rate.
I knew and ran into you and Pete, but I never knew about your existence, guys. Remember the two of them?
No, you've said that. You're saying it again now. The bits that didn't hurt the first
But
time
now
hurt a
it's
bit
nice.
more.
Now we're friends. It's like a long, three long.
And rip it
that
off when
you pull like a that attaches to the third one over. But when you pull it back, they all top of each other.
So, do you ever do that thing where it's like the lights are all off and you can like kind of and you need to your way around?
You just also lie about shit as well.
Like you.
Hey, hey, I'm not the one of trial here, okay?
Yeah? I think I dropped a I said the word
My cousin got sick and the hospital bills are through the roof. It really got me thinking, if I ever got sick, what are we doing to protect our future and the future of our family?
That's an understandable fear. And I think we should do one simple thing, and that's contact the Learn Programming Academy.
Okay, I was thinking we would get life insurance.
Get your exclamation mark Tims out in the chat, because over 1 million people trust Tim from the Learn Programming Academy to deliver high quality, quick and affordable tutorials on how to code. And they're all videos, so you don't even need to know how to read. I know I can't.
But I'm worried about dying.
We all are. So why not live forever by coding a robot to transplant your old, disgusting organs for fresh new ones while you sleep? I'm sure it's possible.
I don't think it is.
Well, that's because you're stupid and you haven't contacted the Learn Programming Academy.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
The Learn Programming Academy. You'll give it a C++.
The sugar you might find in watermelon rind is not so sweet and kind, it's a sex thing. Back pockets not above this euphemistic love. Take Gus's magic glove, it's a sex thing. And Shakespeare's much ado is really quite taboo, 'cause nothing means your hoo-ha, I avow. It might seem really dumb, but it'll make you come, 'cause everything's a sex thing now.
done.
Yay! I loved it. I loved it.
Muso for hire. To you, I say, cheers.
And DolphinPants as well with the bear spray.
The DolphinPants bear spray.
I say,
That was very
fuck you,
fun.
bear spray.
No, you love bear spray.
Fuck yeah, taser.
Fuck you,
no,
comma, bear
fuck
spray.
You, comma, bear spray.
Bear spray.
There it
I
is.
enjoyed the twist as when I was not expecting that when I saw Play School stuff.
Yeah, that was good. I thought it was.
I thought we could only break play school, but
Yeah.
apparently everyone else can as well.
I thought we ruined it as much
Yep.
as it could be ruined, but
Apparently not.
Middle C, one of our new top stitchers, said, "I'm so horny for a good reprise," and I agree.
I say reprise.
Yeah,
Everyone
everyone
says
does.
reprise,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Oh,
said it
okay.
with- that's why I said it with a voice.
Nice. Yes.
Thank you very much for the words from our sponsors. I'm looking forward to the sword swallowing, which I think. So the husband.
Maybe that'll clear up your throat.
Yeah, maybe I could stab
it out.
Maybe I could stab the age out.
That'd be nice.
Malachi Frost, I think is how I pronounce it, is the sword swallower.
Oh,
An amazing
that is
chat.
such
I'm going to
I think it's
assume it's
pronounced-
staged.
I think it's-
sword swallowing name.
yeah. I think it's
Wow.
pronounced Malachi Frost. No, I did it with a voice.
Okay,
Surprise,
okay,
Vincent
yeah,
Price.
yeah,
I got
nice,
it,
nice,
yeah.
nice, surprise impression. Oh, I see. Yeah, looking forward to that. So I'm looking forward to new words from our sponsors that are going to be sword swallowing.
Yep.
Both from Malachi Frost and also from whoever I shouted out.
BuriBuri? No.
No, you called someone else to do a shit magic trick,
Yeah,
right? At least I.
Serpent 77?
Serpents.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Serpents.
I'm also really looking forward to the house dance from It's Just Peyton and her roommates.
That'll be great.
Perfect.
That's going to be awesome. Okay, cool. We are going to move on now to our next segment, a little segment that we like to call, because it's its name.
Listen, you piece of shit. Hi, you've called Pocket Dial. Leave your message after the beep.
Presented by Nicrotex. Steph. Thank you very much. I don't have a Nicrotex tweet. I forgot about this. God, I'm so sorry, Nick Belling.
Ooh,
Nice.
he's had some great adventures.
you shit now.
Nick's been very busy. Nick's been having a full-on work week, and he's been tweeting about it.
So I'm going to say... Your boy is super horny for epic orchestral haunting versions of popular songs. Yes, I know every trailer does it.
Stranger Things.
And it's super cliche, but have you heard 2 WEI's Toxic or Hidden Citizens Died in Your Arms? What I'm saying is I need someone to do this to Grease's the word thanks.
Oh.
So Toxic was done for
2GB's
Toxic
Grease
was
is
done
what
for
is
the
great.
trailer of a problem. What is it? Not like a what's the amazing film? A Very Troublesome Woman or something. What was that one
A
called?
promising young
Promising young woman.
Sorry.
Very troublesome young woman. That's,
I didn't think that film could be more appropriately gussified than you calling it a very troublesome.
she was annoying though, wasn't she? In
She
that
was a
film,
bit
she was a
annoying.
bit annoying.
She
in
was a
that
bit-
I think it was. Wait, wasn't your original title when you wrote it a mouthy broad?
Fuck. Oh, man.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah.
And I did not mean to come off like that. I was like,
A bit annoying woman.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
sorry.
I was thinking
The
of
trailer's got to.
Oh man.
The trailer's got to
you
Toxic, and it's very haunting.
It was, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was great. I've watched
Baden should have just been called fucking women.
I've watched that movie twice. I loved it so much.
Oh,
So incredible.
I don't think I could. Like the last third is so.
Confronting.
Did you say bothersome?
No, troublesome.
Troublesome.
A troublesome wee lass.
Oh, God.
So that's a good trailer.
Yep.
I know everyone's.
The word is a weird one because I can totally top because like
But trailers do it all the time. There's like Assassin's Creed do it. They take a pop
the
song.
word is a weird.
Yeah, but slow it down and get Lord to sing it, and it'll sound haunting,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
weird, and
Lord.
well placed.
Yeah.
Or Billie Eilish?
Yeah,
Billie Eilish on that shit.
Yeah.
Grease is the word. No, that's very much. That's Bjork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got
Anyway, thanks for sponsoring this segment.
Oh, that's not the segment. The segment isn't about
The segment
that, is
isn't
it?
about that at all.
Yeah.
But we somehow made it about
myself.
that. But the segment is
good.
Pocket Dial. Pocket Dial is where you get to phone up to our hotline. The number is something.
There it is.
0284057996. We should figure out what that spells on an old phone.
Ooh, and then try to
And try to
wedge
like
it
make
into
a
the
word out of
branding
that. I
of
think
it.
Steph,
Oh.
you're up to that challenge.
Can we just change the number?
No.
Do phones have it on them?
Mobiles,
probably
if you look at the
still
keypad,
do.
should still have the numbers on them. Letters, I should say.
Keypad.
Yeah, that's how we used
Let's
to
bring that
text
back up.
back in the day.
So but, we have to make it out of multiple choices. So
We-
8.
before
It
we had
is
a-
TUVGHI. O is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an O.
Okay.
0 is an O. Let's call it that. 5 is JKL. So we could get
Javocacle.
Thok.
Oh, yeah.
THOK.
First word.
Yep. Thok.
Thok.
And then 7 is PQRS.
Yeah.
Classic 4-letterer. 9's another one. WXYZ. So we
vowel.
needed 2. Yeah, we need a double W, X, Y, or Z. It could be 2 Ys. So QYY and then a 6 MNO.
Is there no vowel in 9?
Thuck Quim.
Fuck Quim. Thuck Quim.
Oh, Quim is Shakespearean for. Yeah.
Gunt?
Honestly, that would have been so much better if you could whistle. We established earlier in the show that neither of us can.
So dial Thuck Quim.
Will, when you put that in the intro for next week, put a sick fucking whistle
Yeah,
there
like
for hoo-ha.
a happy little bird.
Happy little vagina
little
whistle
bit.
would be great there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thock
good.
swim.
What did we say? Thock swim?
Thock Swim is good.
Contrasted?
Thank you,
Thock swim.
contrasted.
So O2 Thock swim.
We'll just make that a sex
To Thock Swim.
Yep.
Dial
So
Thock Swim today and
if
be
you
rid
call
of all
that-
your problems, your worries, your thoughts, and your short songs.
And people have
you're
called it
troublesome
and left
young women.
messages, and we're just going to listen to those messages and enjoy the people.
Hey,
What do
are
you
you a
want?
troublesome young woman? Call Thock Swim.
Call for a fox swim.
Call for a Thock Swim.
All right, should we listen to the first one?
Yep.
Hi, besties. This is Vesuvius. Very important question for you. If you had to eat a crayon, which color crayon would you eat and why? Thank
Yes,
you.
answer.
I love
Just
you.
about to
Bye.
say that.
Vesuvius, good question.
Great question. Purple.
I was going to say, it was the first one that I thought of.
So why for both of you?
Okay, none of them are going to taste like any of the colors.
Yeah.
So it's up to your brain to do the work
Yeah.
of making you feel like it's, actually a good taste. And purple is such a potent grape is where we're going. It's such a strong flavor.
I agree.
And such an artificial flavor.
But grape would not be my go-to flavor of all of the options.
Agreed.
And yet, when posed with that question, purple/grape was instantly what I thought of.
There it is.
And then you said it, and I was like,
There it is.
Pete?
It's
vibing.
orange for me.
Oh, yeah. Why?
I just think it would taste like oranges.
I mean, that's the answer.
They
to all
share.
of
It
this.
shares a name with a fruit. None of the
Oh?
others share a name with
That's
a
a good
fruit,
point.
You know?
That's a
That's
good
good.
point.
You know?
I would go with red, and it because of the cherry connotation, like the same sort of tasting. Like I think it would taste like the red Starburst, the best Starburst.
disgusting.
The
The worst Starburst.
What?
Tastes
What
like
about,
cough
okay,
syrup.
what about the
Red and
least-
pink are the best Starburst, hands down.
Sure, but Nick, flaw in your...
You only eat red frogs.
Yes, but that's different. That's raspberry, not
cough-
cherry.
You're a monster.
Yeah, cherry sauce.
Okay,
Uh,
but still.
A flaw in your theory is that you should eat the one that will trouble you the least on the way out. And a red one, a week later, you'll be like, oh dear. Oh,
No,
wait.
that'll just blend in with everything else that's coming out there.
red
But
wine
also, I feel like I could do a good vibe. Like I could maybe unpeel the sort of paper around the crayon, and then I could do a thing where I'm pretending to put on lipstick, and someone
And just
looking in the eye, and then
occasionally-
I would just take a nibble, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?"
You're
is
Steve
happening?"
Buscemiing from
you very much.
Billy Madison, and then with the
Yep.
occasional...
So yeah, I would do that. That's my.
Hey, Will, if you're there, can you just hit the fucking? Oh, why is that not? Okay, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
good.
It's fine.
Okay, good. We all answered
Purple,
that.
purple, red,
Red, orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
Obvious orange.
Vesuvius,
That's why it's called in the packet.
if you're still in the chat, what about you?
What about you, Vesuvius? What would you eat?
And why?
And why?
Why?
Next one.
Yes, Gus.
This is, hey everyone, this is Dump Day. I'm probably just being a bit paranoid, but there's like 5 or 6 bin chickens on my lawn. They've been there every day. I think I'm being watched. Wait a minute. Someone in the house? Someone in the house! What are you doing?
Is that the end?
The line goes cold there.
He's dead.
Dead.
Gus.
Listen, the bin chicken uprising was inevitable.
You mocked them enough, Dump Days.
In your
know what
art.
you-
In your glorified them.
Did you ever
No,
see?
he's mocked them.
There was this beautiful little webcomic that I saw once going around, and it was like pictures of people hating on bin chickens.
Oh,
bin
I know
chickens
that
just, like,
one.
Yeah,
hanging out in the,
yeah.
on the side of bins and stuff like that. And they were like, we were water birds that lived in wetlands.
Totally.
And it's really
happily. But
apologetic.
then,
It's like, hi, sorry we keep getting in your way and
Well, no,
eating from
yeah,
your bins,
it-
but
yeah,
this used to be
totally.
where we
It was-
lived.
Yeah, it was like we used to live in wetlands, and then everyone kind of like destroyed our homeland. So we went into the cities because we had nowhere else to go, and you throw away all of this food,
Yeah.
and we've got nothing else left to eat.
But the tone is so lovely because
sorry.
it's like, sorry we got in your way in the bin, but
Yeah.
we used to live here. And you're like, oh, fucking hell.
It
I think
made
they're
me
sweet.
sad.
They make a god awful noise.
Yeah, they're pretty honky.
They're quite
Yeah.
Have you
happy.
seen them like when they're like hanging out in the tops of palm trees and stuff?
That's what they do at the park here. Yeah.
Yeah, because they like those trees support significant weight of those birds. They're just like, it doesn't seem physically.
And now they have a
viable.
residence of their own, apparently. Or they've at least taken one from one of our listeners or watchers.
That's right.
Yeah. Well,
It's-
it was about time.
Go live
It's
at
about
Dump
time.
Days'
I think it sucks as well because they're quite an ugly bird. Like they've got, I think from a distance they have an elegance, but when you get up close, they've got a very like.
But I wonder if,
sharp.
but
It's
I
a lot of
wonder if they
birds.
look ugly in the context of always like we associate
being
them with
around a bin.
bins. Whereas
Yeah.
if you see them in
Yeah.
a beautiful wetland in the water,
If you
I
saw
think they
those
would look
long
more
legs strutting
flamingo-esque.
through the swamp,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like, ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh.
One of my kids' favorite books is Winner Winner Bin Chicken Dinner, and it's all about a
nice.
cheeky bin chicken making a life for itself and its babies.
Damn it.
Yeah,
That was a smart adult making a lot of money from a clever idea that
was,
adults and kids like.
it was,
Yeah.
wasn't
I
it?
still need to write our kids' books.
I got 2 books written. You just haven't done the drawings.
Oh, fuck you.
I'm sorry, that's how it is. I wrote 2 kids' books 3 years ago, and they're just waiting for drawings. I mean, it hasn't been
They're
your
just
responsibility.
waiting for
They're waiting for
They're
drawings.
waiting for drawings.
Just go on Fiverr.
Glenn Can makes a wonderful
definitely
point.
find a good artist on Fiverr who actually would do it.
Glenn Can makes a good point.
Yep.
Even I don't look great in a bin, says Glenn Can.
That's true.
So, I think we'd all look a bit rubbish in a bin.
Yeah, and also get close enough to a chicken. Chickens aren't that good looking.
I was going to say most birds are quite
I
confronting.
wouldn't look
up
twice at
close.
a chicken if it walked past me.
Except for a bantam. Bantam's pretty fucking sexy.
Oh, bantams.
That
Bantams
face,
have a lot of
that little,
flair.
yeah, but that face is like black little beady
Yeah, but
little
you can
eyes.
just turn that bantam around.
Troublesome young chicken.
We should definitely move on from that.
Hi, Back Pocket. This is Tom, just calling to ask about an issue I've been having recently. I recently picked up fencing at uni, just as a hobby to do as I'm getting through my degree. And I unfortunately have a scheduling problem as the fencing club runs on Thursday night.
Right. Oh,
So-
fuck off.
In the future, I won't be able to watch Back Pocket live, and
Give up your hobbies.
find that to be quite an issue because I very much enjoy the show. But
Fencing?
yeah, just having trouble contemplating to continue fencing, which I'm enjoying, is really cool, or to watch Back Pocket, which I really enjoy. Cool. Thanks for all the help. Bye.
Tom, you got to keep fencing, bud.
Can you have Back Pocket on your phone in a pocket and like one earbud?
Oh, take 2
While
earbuds. You got the
you're
mask
sort
on,
of-
no one can tell.
No. Even get them to put it on the TV there because we could get some new fans.
Oh, like a sports bar.
I did
Yeah.
fencing for a while. One of the
can see that.
20,000 hobbies that I picked up and gave up after 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I liked about it: boob guard,
Oh yeah.
plastic molded
Yeah.
breastplate.
Like a,
Kind of
was it not
like
like,
Lady
was it
Thor.
corset-y in the way that it was like you wrapped it around here, but it went all the way up, like it was a full piece, or is it just the top half?
Just the top half.
Oh, right.
It was literally like
a
from
cup for your
it was
breasts.
literally like here to here, molded over each individual boob.
Wow.
So you say?
And there were different sizes, so I had to try on several until I found one that fit.
Oh, nice.
And it was very exciting. And then also at the start of every lesson, you get to do a special fencing salute, which was like,
Oh, well.
So you like the pageantry
or
of it?
something like that.
Yeah, this doesn't
Of
look.
course,
that
I like the pageantry of
I
it.
meant more than the actual.
Have you-
I don't like
Anchor?
actually doing anything physically. I like how it looks.
I like people to think I'm good at things without doing them as well, Stephanie. It's fine.
With the boob guard, you said you liked it. Is that
Well, it
because
made me
it's-
feel like Xena. A
Okay, so I was going to say, is this something that you've been
Wearing
like,
armor.
I've needed this in my life the whole time, or it's more like, it's basically like armor?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting it.
Because
And
you could take it home, put it under a regular top, and head out that
It
night.
definitely
and
wasn't
just like
sexy, that's for sure. But I think
And
just
what's
the
like a
idea-
cup? Just shirt
There's nothing
front
sexy
people.
about a cup.
Yeah. But I liked the idea of it. I liked the idea of being like a breastplate for breasts.
Particularly because it also would cover your heart.
Yeah.
So it would be actually protective, like
Yeah.
to a vital organ.
I think they sort
Seems
of,
like cheating.
I
to
think
me.
female like medieval armor, they always say would never have had molded boobs because a sword would glance off the side of it and pierce you here on a battlefield. But I think within the context of fencing, where it's more a stabby motion,
Yep.
in a controlled context,
Yep.
it was just about protecting
interesting
stabs to your
that's so
direct chest.
interesting.
Yeah.
So wait, in medieval, it would just be a regular breastplate, like a
Yeah.
black
Yeah.
one. Yeah, okay.
But we do agree that somehow this person definitely needs to combine the two hobbies. Like that you need to introduce the fencing team to Back Pocket, and we could even do a fencing segment. In a couple of weeks, we could do a fencing segment.
Pop it on the telly.
What do you
Other people there who are fencing see it, distracted. You lean in, lunge, parry, thrust.
Easy win.
Easy win.
Easy win.
We'll be playing Nidhogg, and then
Wrestle Dunk Sports.
Totally, Gus.
I just want
Wrestle Dunk Sports had fencing.
I heard some earnesty in the voice of Tom, and I want to
Like
say,
a real dilemma.
and I do want to say that if you have to choose, Back Pocket is archived on YouTube.
Yeah, and
Keep fencing.
Yeah, sure. But also, there are multiple fucking fencing lessons that you could be taking, or other hobbies you could be taking up.
Are there though? I feel like fencing's pretty
Pretty
difficult to
I think it's a
You know who's always wanted to fence but doesn't? This guy, because the only class is on a Thursday night.
Think about the reach.
Oh, the reach! I wouldn't even need the sword.
Oh yeah. There's also
But Nick, they haven't beep, but he's got it beep. Get out of the
three
class.
different types of fencing. I remember foil,
Yep.
épée, and saber.
I don't know a foil.
And they, I think that was
Is a saber more of a sword than the sort of super bendy ones?
It's the same, more or less the same sword. I think it's to do with how you use it and where on the body you're allowed to stab.
Yeah, right.
So I think saber, you're allowed to use the edge of the sword,
You can slash.
or the foil, and then
It's just straight up duel.
And then I think it
a
was like
duel.
épée
And Renaissance
and foil was to do with like you're allowed. It's like just the trunk, or
Renaissance.
full body stab.
The trunk is here.
Just the trunk.
Yeah. You're not allowed to hit the tip.
Troublesome young trunk.
So I propose that we do. How expensive is fencing gear?
Not sure.
The cheap shit, not the good stuff.
Oh, we could buy like eBay kids.
I just reckon it
outfits
would be
for,
really
like,
fun for
40
us to
bucks.
do at some point in the next 6 weeks a fencing segment on the show
Regular
where we
show.
actually fence. Properly.
Regular show, just fencing
Yeah,
in the
here.
background, back and forth in front of the
We
TV.
could- we could do it
I know-
Tom. Was
I
it
know
Tom?
a guy
Yeah, Tom.
from the Blue Mountains Fencing Society, but we'd
Can
have
we
to get him
get
to come
them?
down.
Can we just have that guy and another fencer just the whole show?
Just back and forth from here.
Let's get Tom,
Whoever
and his
gets the most points at the end of
his
the night.
fencing coach or whatever, to fucking duel it out to the death.
Up in the guts.
That would be very distracting.
It might be, but who's going to get the most points at the end of the show? We won't know until the end.
As long as
It would be
they-
fucking great.
As long as they teach us all the salute and we teach them the pizza man dance.
Isn't it usually that thing in fencing where there's
Okay.
there's an electronic scoreboard that registers when it touches, and it's like 4 points to 2.
Yeah.
We can have a whole.
That'd be
like
3 digits
like
long.
We can have they can have
Olympic
the end of
fencing
it.
is so boring now. Like it's all of the joy has gone out of it because it's literally just like beep, and you're
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Back pocket fencing, end of 2.5 hours. We check the scores. It's like 238 to 6.
We have Tom on one side and Madonna from Die Another Day on the other
Yes.
side, and they just duel it out.
Analyze
Cool
this,
Spanish sword
motherfuckers.
fighting that's like more exciting and visually interesting. Somebody in the chat will know.
All right.
Yeah.
No, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, we'll figure out some sort of fencing thing, and that will at least then, if we do that, you have to promise to show your fencing team, coach, whatever. Just go send them a link to be like, hey, I told my favorite internet show about this. If we are your favorite internet show.
Oh, you want
and-
them to move it?
No. I just want them to know
They
that
see
we have it
how
on the
good our
TV.
show is. They realize it's not worth missing. They move the fencing class. Everybody wins.
Your word from the sponsor, fencing.
Move it.
Film the class.
Move it.
The word is move it.
The word is scheduling.
Try Friday.
Okay, good. Let's get another one.
Hi, Back Pocket. Love the show, but I need some help. I'm getting an adorable chocolate border collie puppy in 2 weeks, and I'm very stuck on what to name him. At the moment, I am considering maybe Astro or Atlas or maybe Forest, but I'd love any of your suggestions or recommendations. I've spent weeks trying to find a name, and I'm pretty sure all his siblings already have names. But at the moment, he's just called Boy 7. So thank you for your help. Bye.
Who was that?
Don't know.
Don't know if they
They
said.
said no. Yeah.
I've always wanted a dog called Astro.
Seems to like A names. I agree. I like A names also.
I've always
and
dreamt
E
of having a dog called Astro, and I was like, well, I'm going to suggest Astro, and she's like, I'm going through a couple of names. Astro. I'm like, purple. Astro. Yeah, I will go Astro for sure. Astro was the name of the dog in the Jetsons.
Yep.
It is also just a name that the dog would be like, Rastro.
Yeah.
The dog talks.
I think Atlas is cooler, but I appreciate Atlas.
Atlas is cool.
I get why you like it, but Atlas to me sounds worldly and exciting, like he's going to go on all kinds of adventures.
You do Greek gods for dogs and gods for cats and dogs always sound cool. Egyptian names for cats and all that.
How do we feel about Archie?
That's shortened of something else. Like call him Arceus.
Of what?
Yeah.
I just made it up.
Oh my
'Cause I
god,
thought
you're
that-
fucking genius.
Thank you. Because I thought arc, like bark, but without the B.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like the idea of a name.
Call him
that-
Arcanus and then call
a
him
name that you. Yeah.
What kind of
that
name,
works.
Myanus.
Okay, good.
Now I do just want to point out one thing.
Arkansas.
Because I remember downloading this call from the site.
Yeah, okay.
And this call came in February. So this
Holy
dog
shit.
has been well and truly named.
Oh no!
Since past.
Yeah. The dog
Archimedes.
Lived a full life.
Archimedes
is shortened to
fantastic.
Arc is a great name.
Archie.
I wonder what the dog ended up being called.
So February to what are we now? June? Is it too late to change?
No.
Yeah, that dog responds
Has
to
that
that
dog
name and
learned?
that name only now.
Sure.
Let us know
You
what
could
you
change
named
it to something that sounds like the original name. but
Albumin.
slightly
Melancholy.
You know what? You could 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon it.
Yeah.
And you could
slowly work
change
it
the
off
name
that name.
all the way, and after 4 years, get to Archimedes.
If I turned to Scardy and said Cardi, she would definitely
She would come.
Yeah, I've worked it out with my cat. I walk up and I'm like, Lando all the time. And I walk up,
Sonny.
I walk up to my cat, I'm like, I don't know, Lewis. And it looks at me and I'm like, Kevin. And it looks at me, I'm like, you don't even know.
Yes.
Mind you,
Half of its tone, and the other half is, well, who else is he talking to?
Yeah.
I'm
the only cat in the room.
I always like to test Scardy. Her release word is okay for when she's, if I make her sit to wait for her food or whatever, and
good with a release word,
she sits
What's your
there,
release?
and then I go
Okay.
banana,
Right.
and she goes, "Huh." And I go bicycle. She's like, fuck.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
But even going.
And I go, okay. She's like, fuck.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll go.
She
I'll go.
knows.
No way.
Oh.
She won't even go for no way.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
so smart. What a smart girl.
If you had a dog, Gus, you would 100% make your release word Brad Pitt's thing in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is the.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let us know what the dog was called.
Please. But Melbourne do. Put the B back in Barkamedes.
Barkamedes is the correct
Fucking
answer. You're going to have to
fantastic.
6 degrees of Kevin Bacon your dog to get into Barkamedes.
I'm calling my dog Barkamedes.
Be a
That's
slow
amazing.
change.
All right, here is Peter Burns.
Hey guys, it's Rhys. I was just wondering, with the election looming, say if each of you guys were to be running against each other, whether you're aiming for a stepocracy or a dictatorship, I was wondering what each of your political slogans would be.
I think he's talking about.
Yeah, have fun.
He's talking about the American election, right?
Hang on. Did you say a stepocracy or a Nictatorship?
Dictatorship.
Dictatorship.
No. Yeah,
It's nothing to do with us.
that's fine.
Gustianism?
We're on a couch, mate. We don't even have chairs of our own. What the
It's true.
fuck are you on
It's
about?
true.
That's
We're not leaders.
You are socialists. Your slogan. It would be one of the several dildo ones. that
Peter
came
will
up with
be-
earlier.
I'm behind you.
Yeah.
Peter will beat
Come
ya.
at me.
Peter will beat you.
Peter will beat you.
To the enemies, but also if you're in.
Wait, are you a wartime leader?
I'm gonna beat you,
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Peter Beater.
Do you have that really sweet little smile on your
Yeah.
poster? Yep.
I'm gonna get you.
I'm gonna get you. Peter Burns, he'll get you.
Or
Peter
Gus.
Burns, you can pick a middle name for me if you vote for me.
Or Gus?
Yep.
No fuss.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Gus, no fuck.
That's pretty good.
Don't want it.
And in this country, we would elect a Gus and not an Angus.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
That's true.
Steph?
Mine would be
Ross, you get it.
a daydream away from mediocrity.
Oh, that's a thinker.
That's accurate, but not a winning.
But
Yeah, I would
The
more
other
go
thing
a daydream away from nuclear war.
Because I feel like I'm an honest politician and people would respect that.
Oh,
Oh, good play.
But both your television commercials and
We're not going for perfect.
both your television commercials and billboards would have that pause in front of the slogan. Both literally. So the billboard would be the big pause and then a daydream away from mediocrity, just in the corner. And you'd be like, it's a lot of space in front of that.
Think of all the things you could put on the billboard, though. There'd just be like everyone's daydreams, everyone's best wishes.
There you go.
Lovely.
Nick?
That's a world I want to live in.
Mine would be Nick Richardson. Change we can believe in. Worked for Obama.
I feel sick.
Alrighty, next one.
Fucking hope.
Hey, I was wondering if there'd be any medical ramifications for feeding my pet goose breadsticks.
Which?
No? Awesome. I was just double checking because you guys are the leading expert in pet gooses because you have one on the show.
Bread fix. Do you eat bread?
Breadsticks.
Breadsticks.
Could they hear us? Hello?
Welcome. Was that a live call?
Apparently,
a goose.
if you feed a goose
Oh, this is a thing?
pork,
Oh, yeah. It gets a taste for it.
it goes straight through the goose in like seconds.
Like,
Well, 'cause
slick
it's-
right
You
out.
feed it like
I'm looking this
fatty.
up.
if
Are you
feed it
lying?
I want to watch a video.
If I'm lying, my
Pork
mother's
poop,
lying.
Freshly shat.
Oh, God. Let me break something to you about your childhood.
You can feed geese something like it's like fatty something, and they'll eat it, and it'll move through their system in like mere seconds. Or
Fat goes straight through a goose.
Yeah, like shit through a goose is the phrase.
Is it?
And it's that fat, that a goose's digestion is notoriously speedy.
Yeah.
And that fat makes it go even faster.
That's like
But apparently it's like
artificial sweetener for humans.
It is.
That's
like
the
eating
reason-
too many gummy bears.
The reason
Yeah.
why it has no calories is because our bodies can't process it, which means when you have too many, like
Yep.
the gummy bears.
Oh my god!
Shit.
Really?
Shit.
Yep.
Matty G, geese can't eat bread.
Oh, interesting.
Bread has no nutritional value for birds and swells in their crops, so they don't eat enough of the things they need to.
Also,
Kit
here's the
Carnage
thing about
says.
geese,
Wow.
because I saw geese on the weekend.
Yep.
They got those long necks.
Oh, yep.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what a breadstick is? Pretty long.
A long
You
stick.
feed a whole breadstick. It's
Like a
just gonna
sword.
get stuck. It's a sword swallowing.
Oh my god!
No
Amazing.
bread. No bread.
No bread.
we're
That's
onto
good to
something.
know. I mean, no one. That's such a horrible thing that everyone does and will continue to do, and grandparents will take children and they'll do it forever. And it's like,
I'll never forget. We were at the seaside with my family, and there were like a massive horde of pelicans, and we had nothing to feed them. And I think I was eating an Arnott's biscuit, and I tried to feed one to the pelican, and the pelican opened its mouth, and its big kind of canvassy, whatever you'd call it, beak. This kind of biscuit kind of went around in it before it eventually just went blah. I was like,
This isn't food.
I can't eat that.
What are you guys doing?
You just threw a brick at me.
Yeah.
I had to work this out because I know it's a film. It's a brief of pelicans. Is a collective noun
yes,
for
right.
pelicans.
Pelican
Yeah.
brief.
Because
A brief
pelican
of
brief.
pelicans.
There you go.
Also, we should be asking Loki Cat, who is the bird expert.
Bird expert.
Man,
We
loves this.
saw a seagull kill and eat a pigeon on
What?
a beach.
Seagull
and
or a pelican?
it was a seagull.
Oh fuck! In America?
We saw it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, under
you know
a pier.
the big seagulls in America. They're like three
They're
times.
they
the
are
size of Australian.
gulls. They're
Yeah.
I
ocean
remember
gulls
telling
with
that
like,
story.
and their beaks have a
Because wasn't it like you were having a beautiful afternoon?
No, we were well, yes, but
Yeah,
we
we're
were
having
under
fun.
we were
We were
under a
hungover.
pier shooting a sketch
No,
of
it
a drug
was-
deal.
Yeah.
Were
We-
you actually shooting a sketch?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was the pre-E3 thing, and Barjo was showing me around
Sexy?
LA, and
No,
we
I
went
think
under the
it's-
pier to shoot the bit where we were like, let's have Barjo. It was training day. We were
doing
montaging
training
training
day.
day,
Oh, okay, yep.
and Barjo was showing me the streets and all the real shit that goes down in LA. And we went to the pier, the one with the Ferris wheel on it, and we went under the pier, and Barjo was down there handing JP, our cameraman, money for a drug deal, and he handed him a big thing of fairy floss, which was to put the fun, family-friendly thing. And as we're standing off camera waiting to shoot this thing, and it's quite a big pier, and it was the bit that pitched right up underneath where it was all dark, and there's a couple of homeless people. It's like, it's LA. It's not as glamorous as you think. And then suddenly there was a pigeon, and a gull twice its size just came over, and I think the pigeon found something to eat, and the gull decided to eat
Gull
that.
dropped from like
And then just went
the pillars above
and snapped its neck and just
Oh
started
my God.
pulling. And I'm off camera going, and we're like, ah! And there's probably rushes of us just fucking losing our minds as a gull ate a pigeon.
back up of those rushes.
And did it
LA
eat
is
the
a-
pigeon or did it just take the food?
It ripped it apart and kind of kept pecking at it and pulling it and
why
feathers
did I
and
ask?
everything.
I'm so sorry
It was a
that I
feast.
asked for
It
a
was a
follow-up.
feast.
Yeah, it was
Next call?
fucking mortifying.
That
Next
was
call?
rough.
Did you film it?
No, they filmed us.
No, we filmed Gus reacting.
That make a huge TikTok though.
Yeah.
Now.
I can't go back to that.
One of my best
Just
animal
put it
videos
to
that
a-
I'm annoyed that I lost was when we were at Screenplay and we were walking up the street to Channel 7 and there were two lizards
Yep.
entwined and going crazy.
Yep.
Having sex?
And I remember I filmed and I was like, fighting or sex, fighting or sex, fighting or sex. And then a third lizard came in and we all went, whoa! And the video cuts there.
That's a great video. You should find that video.
Oh, what happened to that video?
Okay, next one.
This is Agent Mark Dumdaze. I'm calling for a Niche Richardson. That can't be right. Niche Richardson. Anyway, I'm calling from the Federal Bureau of Investigation, sir. It's recently come to our attention that you've been seeking to gain illegal access to our library system. Now, I don't know how these things are done down under, but here in the U.S. of A., we got these things called laws. And you, sir, are contravening multiple laws right now. Now, it's the primary purpose of the FBI to protect this great nation's literary resources from degenerates like yourself.
Degenerates.
If you seek to continue in your illegal endeavors, we'll be forced to come down on you with the full force of the United States government. The greatest government on God's green earth, mind you.
Fucking right.
I've seen your streams. You're a sick son of a bitch. I don't think you're going to take this message to heart. But we'll give you one warning. Cease and desist immediately. May God have mercy on your soul, sir.
Incredible.
Good day.
Incredible.
It is very rare
They got you.
that an average to bad impression gets better as it goes on. But what?
You know what?
Found the
He found the soul of the character.
Because
Yeah.
I think that the key to a lot of good impressions is finding the word that can put your mouth into that.
Yeah.
And lols
Lols.
was the word that he needed to hit to nail the rest of it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, fantastic.
Oh,
good
beautiful.
work.
Great.
We got this thing
Great.
called lols.
We got this thing's cold loud.
Have you got anything to say to the FBI agent, or should we move on?
Come at me, brah.
I love the branch of the FBI that's in the branch of the FBI in the deep south. Apparently,
Yeah.
The FBI.
They got nothing else to worry about there.
Yeah, everything's
they
fun.
Just protect those books.
Protect the books.
All right, this is a question for Nick, Snack King Richardson. The others can join in, but mainly for you, Nick. What snack should I order?
What? Oh shit! What snack should I order?
Should I order?
I don't know when this came in, so I hope he's eating something
Are we
between now and
thinking
then.
savory snacks?
Ordering
Snacks?
implies
Time of
something that's
day?
more than just something you'd pick up from a servo station, though.
Well, I ordered snacks. This probably comes from when I was ordering all the stuff
That's
at
true.
Amazon.
You spent all the company money that we needed.
Yeah. That's why the bank account's empty, Gus.
$70 of pizza?
Yeah. So, what snack should you order? Knowing nothing about you, I think 30 Boost bars. You know, they're in there, Gus, and you're just drunk enough to take advantage of it.
I forgot about them.
Yeah, 30
Fuck,
of
I
them
love
just sitting
Boost
there ready
bars.
to go. I'll tell you what I'm, like, I don't know if this works for you, but the thing I'm most happy about ordering is those mint slices.
Oh,
God
just a
damn, they're
tape.
so good. They're
So
sitting there right now.
dangerous.
But why are they just sitting on the bench open? Because I thought we agreed that when we opened something, we were going to put it in a Tupperware container or the fridge. When the mint slices were open, I put them in the fridge, but then because the fridge is leaking all over everything, they were removed from the fridge, and now they're just sitting out on the bench. And I won't eat biscuits that have been sitting out on the bench for weeks.
Bench biscuits are okay.
Bench biscuits. It's covered in
Sugar,
chocolate.
mate.
I ate three
Pretty well.
today.
There's nothing in there that's gone
There's
wrong.
nothing wrong. Come
I
on.
will say that the flaw,
Eat 'em.
the
Really?
crucial flaw in that plan was buying the value pack that when you open it, you've now opened
That's
like
true, that's true.
20 biscuits. So get
Yes,
yourself the small regular packets.
That'll be fine.
We do need some Tupperware to store the snacks.
I've Tupperwared everything we can.
I saw the frogs, but the
The frogs are the one thing that don't need Tupperware.
I was about to say the
they'll
frogs
do it.
could
Those things
actually
will
be
live
out
through
in
an
elements and they'll get better.
Yeah.
They'll get
Yeah,
healthier.
I ate a
They'll
frog
survive it.
today that I found in my handbag from who knows where.
From a who knows?
I saw there was a video, and this doesn't
It was
help
a
our
little bit
caller.
dusty, but I dusted it off and I was like, I shouldn't do it, but God damn it, I'm desperate.
No, it's totally fine. Yeah, we don't have them laws down here about food. I saw a Instagram reel that was probably a TikTok 2 weeks ago about storing food in the fridge. One of the things was if you take, I think, and don't quote me on this, but it's something like this: slice up an apple, and then put it in cold water, and it was something like 2 tablespoons of white vinegar for 5 minutes, and then wash it off, and it doesn't brown out for like a week in the fridge.
Wow.
All this was really.
Does it taste like shit now?
No, because it's only a few minutes. Like
Okay.
it just butterflies the outside.
To store celery, you chop it up and put it in a Tupperware of water, and that will keep it
Yes,
crisp.
a lot of that. You
God,
can
white vinegar does so
avocado is
much.
the same. You can make guacamole.
Yep.
And jam it down in a bowl, and then just pour water on the top of it and put it in the fridge, and
Doesn't
it won't brown overnight.
lemon juice do that?
Yeah.
Lemon,
No, only for a very short period.
yeah,
okay.
not for overnight. Yep.
Metal Volta. GG. Is
What?
that good game? Metal Volta, first time chatter.
Also, finish your
Hey.
finish your walk.
I have kids. It's about prepping for the next day.
Yeah, totally. Plus, like,
Way to make me feel
Like
sad.
a piece of-
Hey, you got that cat that
Dinner's
will.
ready.
You got that cat that will respond to
Gotta finish
literally.
all the gore.
avocados are also like an intense, like high-calorie food to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
like 3 of them by yourself.
So
If
we're
you
saying that
if
this
you make
guy.
a decent
they
amount of
stopped
calories.
Should he order a bunch of guac and store it in the fridge with water?
Yeah, like 12 avocados.
Yeah, 12 avocados. That'll
Yep.
do. Okay, good. Next one.
This is our last one, I think.
Hey, Back Pocket, this is Lawcat. I wanted to know, if you were the protagonist in a novel, what journey would you go on and what genre would the novel be? That's all. Thank you.
Lawcat, for those who don't know, is an acclaimed author.
That's true.
Just
So-
trying to
Just trying to
snipe
find
some
some material for,
ideas.
next-
Put us in
next
your-
series.
But
A little writer's
your
block,
book,
hey?
you coward.
Yeah.
Be one of your genies. I'd be. I mean, it's such a cliche, but
Mills and
put
Boone?
me in sexy vampire fiction.
Oh.
You're coming along.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm on a I'm in a post-apocalyptic world, having a
I am.
an
Are you
awakening.
patient zero? Oh, okay.
And I'm having an awakening of sorts. As
An
I'm-
awakening. Of course, Gus. In order to have some sort of emotional
of the world
understanding of
die.
yourself, most people need to die.
You know
God,
what?
you're so fucking
I did all of it.
You know what? I did like socializing.
In order for me to truly understand who I am, all those troublesome young women need to die first.
Oh fuck. Peter?
I would be a German spy living in England.
Oh, shit.
During World War II.
Oh.
And the war is we're losing the war, and I'm not going back to Germany. I know that there's no point in going back to Germany.
Oh,
The
interesting.
war is lost.
Interesting.
I've been living in London.
That's just a good premise for a book.
It is the premise to Eye of the Needle. Steal it. If you steal a law cat, we're coming for you.
Middle C just
Great
wrote,
book, by the way.
Middle C wrote the byline to my book. The world ended. My life began.
This is a book.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was very well put together, but that's the book.
Can you give me your best German doing an English accent? Let me give you a starting word. Laos.
Good day. What lovely weather.
Let's put V's in.
Chaps.
It's not bad.
Okay, here's the 2 things I love about that. One, you got the biting off the words, which is very German, and then the
staccato
second
kind of-
was the thinking of the German, who was like,
What do they call them?
Yeah,
Chaps?
What do they sound like again?
I mean, you'd do an English accent if you were.
Chaps.
Nothing between. I feel like I nailed the brief.
No, you did it. You did a phenomenal job.
Really
Whimsy
did.
Bobbin says no notes. So there you go. Steph?
I would be a character in.
He's a spy, screams Berg.
He's a spy. The Von Traps are clapping, says Mikey.
I haven't seen any Germans around here. Nine of them.
Oh.
I think I was.
like
The obvious answer is fantasy, but for interest's sake, I would love to be a character in one of those trashy UK thrillers where with girl in the title.
Woman
where,
in the subway, on the train.
or something. Where it seems that I have the perfect life, the perfect husband, but then the woman, the neighbor moves in next door and all is not quite right, and then it has a weird twist at the end where it turns out I'm the murderer.
Or it's either that or you have seen
Troublesome
something
girl.
and no one believes you.
Yeah.
And it's like all...
Because I'm agoraphobic.
Yeah, you have to be agoraphobic, but you have to be both scared of the outside and the inside.
What's on the inside
Just stands in her doorway.
And it'll be one of those things where it's like, yes, I saw something horrible, but I previously spent time in a mental institution, so people are like, "Is she just crazy again?"
Totally,
I'm like,
yeah. No
it
one
was
can take your
real,"
word.
But no one.
Isn't it
believes-
Anna Faris? You live the perfect life. Perfect from the outside, man.
I mean, Woman in the Window, is that the name of the book?
No, there's the girl on the train.
No, but it's
the Woman in the Window.
Woman in the Window, yeah.
I read all of them
same.
before that.
And so I read that book, and it really is like a who's who of the cliches of that genre.
Yeah.
But not being a parody, but it is like...
Was Woman in the Window one of the first ones? Or early
no,
on?
it was a
Absolutely
few years ago. But
I
it's like
think
she's
Gone
agoraphobic.
Girl on the train with a too big like.
Yeah.
Girl on the train.
But like
I read,
she's agoraphobic. She
and
sees
was
a murder
surprised that
that
I read the whole
people
thing. I was like,
deny didn't happen. She's lost people in her family.
She's an alcoholic.
She's an alcoholic,
but no one
and she's
believes her
lost
because
people in her family, but still talks to them like it's
prescription
all
drugs.
the shit.
And it's the stuff because it's the stuff that wants the author to be like, was she just drunk?
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't know if it's all in her head.
I don't know
because you're watching.
Is Rhys taking the piss? But Girl in the Title is an awesome film. Is a great an idea for a name of a book. That'd be amazing.
I think that's a great choice. Any book where it's girl in the title, it's a guaranteed page turner.
It's amazing they're all making it to Netflix now. There's one called The Girl Before.
Yep.
And then there's one called The House. It's got like Gugu and Batha Raw, and it's about like, let me just tell you the premise. It's about a woman who takes an opportunity to stay at a house, and it's like really, really cheap, mysteriously cheap rent, but it's like a stunning modern architecture building.
Yep.
But the condition is you cannot take like more than your few essential items.
Amazing.
You can't add or change anything to the house.
Yep.
And you have to complete like monthly interviews about your life and psyche and stuff like that. And then she starts to get snippets of a life of the woman who lived there before her.
Yeah.
And it's just like the mystery around the house and the man that built it and the kind of brutalist nature of it. And it's also sexy.
I actually live for those books are my palate cleanser books between actually decent books.
Same.
And Riley Sager is one of my favorite authors for this sort of stuff. Like every book that he writes is so perfectly like really pulpy, but most of them are sort of almost lock room mystery style. Like I will read any book where it's like set in one apartment building or an old house that a family moved into because it's super cheap or whatever. That is like I don't really want it to be haunted. I just want like there's Riley Sager one about an apartment block where it's like as you're going on you're like what's going on in this apartment block, and then the thing that's going on there is so fucked up and massively just like how is it? What is it? But it's just
There's one of them that has one of the wildest twists ever. But I love because I think they're all British authors. I listen to them as audiobooks, so it's always like it feels like the same British woman who's doing the narration of all of them, and it'll be like Sarah.
Here we go again.
I walked to the door and pushed the curtains aside. You know,
so bang on. Riley Sager, Lock Every Door. Go read that. That's a banger. Gus.
So he's a German. But he's in England.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
What a pickle.
Either need or they made a film out of it as well.
Did they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Cumberbatch.
Donald Sutherland.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's too not.
I said Cumberbatch.
You said you did.
It's perfect for your classics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like it would have been made in the 60s, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'll take that. Yeah. I am right now I'm sitting in the early 2000s.
Maybe a little later than that. Maybe a little later than that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Donald Sutherland, and he's
young-ish.
Yeah. I'm trying to
He's
picture
always
it in my head.
looked old.
I have seen the film, but so long ago. Someone look up when they came out.
I feel bad. It's just Payne says, imagine spending all that time, so much time writing a book to become a palate cleanser. But that is not dismissive.
Not at all.
I look forward to the palate cleanser as much as I look forward to the next.
But also, those authors know what they're
Main
writing,
dish.
and
Totally.
they sell like hotcakes.
Yeah.
So they're laughing all the way to the bank.
Yeah, exactly.
Cakes, ironically, not a great palate cleanser.
Yeah, and they don't sell that well.
No.
Yeah. You want your palate cleanser? I look forward to that, and then I look forward to a new or more
Your
Tales
amuse
book,
book.
or whatever you want. A moose book.
Oh.
Well done, Gus.
And you all thought I was tired, sleepy, and a bit sad and drunk.
And that's a segment we like to call.
Listen, you piece of shit. Hi, you've called Pocket Dial. Leave your message after the beep.
What is the suspicious hat you put on that pockety there?
There's no hat. That's the back of the pocket.
Oh.
That's like if you looked at the top.
I thought he was wearing a disguise.
Look at the back of any
It's a bit
pocket.
dodgy.
Suspicious hat.
Like
Look at the back of the
Looks
pocket.
like a
you have right
German
now.
pretending to be a Brit.
Exactly. You can't.
Oh my God, what a twist.
Oh my God, the girl with the pocket.
Girl with the backwards pocket.
And BMAX says, Lock Every Door has been turned into a film. Good, they all are.
There's a lot of energy in that title card, just quickly, of like a single pocket sitting in a one-seater couch
seems
in front of a television with a
serial killer-y.
landline.
Well,
it does,
was
doesn't it?
definitely inspired by that.
Serial killer?
No, the hotline, the
murder
hotline.
Yes, yeah,
Well,
that's right.
the confession.
Well, let's
hotline.
show them the number one more time, just so they can say they can thock swim or whatever they have to do.
O2 Thock Swim.
Is it thock
Which will we should update that to be Thock
Just
Swim.
say Thock Swim.
Yeah.
Yep,
That'll help.
Okay, good.
Hey, Feast
Feast says, love the podcast. That's exciting. What podcast are we talking about? Is it This American Life?
The podcast that was made about the hotline that became a murder call hotline.
That's a good podcast. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay, speaking of good stuff, that's the end of this good stuff, but we're going to head into the post show soon, sponsored by Loki Cat. Very exciting bout. Very excited for that. But a big thank you, of course, to the mods first up who helped make this show run smoothly. Put a bunch of polls in chat about which is the best turtle.
It's true.
And they'll even do another poll when the answer was incorrect and we need a refresh.
Can we get another poll, just a third poll, which is the best turtle
You're
now?
thanking them and you're
Is that all right?
making
Can
them
we get
work
just
at
one
the
more?
same time?
Yeah, can we get one more poll in chat for
That's
which
when they
is
do
the
their best
poll?
work.
Yeah,
They're thanked.
but I would like to know what is the best turtle? Sea turtle, river turtle,
tortoise,
No, I think
tortoise,
you should
or
make
Donatello.
a poll.
or Donatello.
giant.
You should make a poll that says, mods, are they awesome, amazing, the best?
Or
Three
Raphael.
options, or a turtle.
Good. Okay, mods, you can decide whatever you want that poll to be. But that is Gat, Syntax, Eric, Kit Carnage, Liz Dahlia, Sith Cat, Phoenix Lion, Disturb 778, Jax, Caboose, and What the Shark. And of course, a big thank you to all of our Back Pocket patrons who help make the show possible. Without your support, we would not make this show at all. Those Back Pocket patrons are many, but the top stitches are, well, I'm not even going to say few. They're
Allow
kind of
me
many
to
as well.
start.
Oh, okay, sure. Gus, do you want to read off the top stitches?
Sure thing. I'll kick it off by saying what Nick said, which is a special thanks to all our patrons. And by putting my hand up first, I don't have to pick or have to say something about the first patron.
Because it's back to my turn to do that.
That goes to Steph.
Ornishi is on the dark side of the moon, a song by a band called Zeppelin.
Pink Floyd.
I said, Mason, it's cold in here.
Yeah.
Your name is not Nathan in here.
Very good.
A poll.
Mido, oh my god.
Too fast.
Ach would be a pirate. No, that's more of an Irish one, saying Ach Amarash is a Scottish pirate, Scottish bee, and that's who you are. Be your best self, Akarash. We love you.
Excuse me, I know Pink Floyd. Sure plays a mean pinball.
Oh, fuck.
No? Oh. Nicrotex, I think you are a fine and wonderful man. And I also think that you are a secretive computer hacker masquerading. And I know what you're up to. And don't think you can get away with it.
Boxy, I think you're a mouthy broad.
He's got the list in front of him.
We built this city.
It was the coastal for some reason. Fucking dumb place to put it.
Really dumb.
Was it?
Yeah, well, like, look at Bondi. It's disappearing. It's terrifying.
Culturally and physically.
The essence of Bondi
it's just totally gone to the transient travelers, you know? They just come through and ruin it.
Sounds like jealousy.
Hi, do you know what time the next Vega bus is coming? Oh, you just missed it. It just came. Oh, thanks. Was that a sex thing? Yeah, it was. Nice. Thanks, Vega bus.
A Timothy is the Timothy of my dreams.
Good. Yeah. Okay, good. Right. Evil Spy Boy is the... actually, he's not that bad because he really wants you to donate to charity, and you hear it about in the podcast every week. And maybe that's the podcast that person was talking about in the chat. Evil Spy Boy.
Sea Turtle won the poll.
Sea Turtle won the poll.
We are robots. Technically, we are not robots. Everyone in this room is not a robot, as far as I'm aware. But you can find some robots at We Are Robots to make you a controller for a robot or a human.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good, if you ask me.
Dream PCs. PCs aren't dreams, apparently, but maybe they are. You can find yourself, have a dream about building a PC, because PCs can be dreams as well. Is that PD enough? Next one.
If I had as many books as Toxichalk... Oh, wait, I do. I have so many books, and I love it. And I love you, Toxichalk.
RhysWild has probably never jet skied speedboat, surf, wakeboarded in a cave full of icicles, but I believe that he could one day, and he will.
BuriBuri has drinking just a really safe cordial.
Okay, good.
Yeah, good.
Just like a nice Bickford's lemon lime.
Fuck me up with the Bickfords.
Have you tried the...
and the fanciest bottles as well.
So fancy.
Try the peach iced tea one.
BuriBuri, try the peach iced tea Bickfords.
I wouldn't go in there. Sorry, someone just took a massive dump days. Dump days. We promise we'll stop making food jokes about your name. We love you.
Loki Cat was going to be called Thor Cat, but it rhymed too much with Law Cat and, didn't want to be served by BuriBuri, so Loki Cat it was.
Middle C. There's C's to the left of her, C's to the right of her.
Here I am.
Stuck in the middle. Stuck in the middle with C.
Cut off an ear.
That's
Mr. Gorbachev. Cut off her ear.
Wolsey. There you go. So thank you very much to the Top Stitches. God, every time we get a new one, that segment gets longer and longer. If you want to join the Patreon and potentially get your name shouted out there, or definitely get your name run along the bottom there and get a bunch of other rewards, then head to patreon.com/backpocket. Head to backpocket.gg for links to everything we do, including the store where there's a bunch of clocks that you can buy.
It gets you access. Sorry to interrupt. Gets you access to the Discord, where a couple of people on the Roller Champ stream the other day were like, "Hey, the Discord? How do I get involved in that?" They were playing Roller Champs. They didn't know how to get involved in the Discord. If that was you and you're watching now and you would have liked to have had your vocals online for us all to enjoy as well, you need to join the Patreon so you can join the Discord and join the on-air channel.
I love our Discord as well. Everyone is so nice in there.
Go back and watch a bit of that stream. We had a fucking riot, all like 6 of us just cackling away. So
there's one person on the Discord who's a real asshole. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh, okay. Has their name been mentioned tonight?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure.
Jess McDonald.
No.
Okay.
She's not on it.
I'm sure they're fully aware of who they are. And if they're not, they're probably thinking it's them.
Yeah. And they're probably right.
So,
yeah, okay, good. All right, and in no way linked to that at all, hang out for Loki Cat segment, and that is the post show coming up now. Thank you very much for everyone hanging out tonight. We're going to be back with a Steffler show next week, but esports abound. You're gone for 2 weeks. Is there anything you want to say to the people?
I'll miss you. I'll miss the show, but I'm going to try and maybe do some like IRL streaming and stuff from my little boring hotel in Brisbane.
Sell it. My boring hotel. Like, she'll be there and it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but I don't know if it will.
Interesting.
I don't want to tell. It could be
interesting from the outside, maybe.
Making promises that maybe Steph's checkbook can't cash.
But I can't. But I hope you have fun with the with whoever takes my spot. And I'm sad I didn't get to hang out while Jess was on the show. I'm sad that I can only. How cool would it be if I got to talk to another woman?
Oh, in gaming?
I don't think so.
I will
like
say
the sound of
That sounds troublesome.
that the best thing about having Jess here, and she did fit in straight away, was that it makes me go, oh, I think that we should bring on guests. I would say a little more often.
Yeah, totally.
Without the need to replace one of us as
Yeah,
well,
cool.
of just because I think it was a good energy and fun to have other
We could have a hot seat in the middle, and then they're covered in a cloth, and we do the first half of the show where we don't reveal who they are,
Nice.
and then
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
reveal.
Let them sweat it out.
Yeah, totally.
Dutch oven them.
Oh, it's not even like a light cloth. It's a heavy
it's
quilt.
a full doona.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
one of
yeah,
those ones from IKEA that has the little thermometer on the side, and it says full temperature.
Weighted
Like,
blanket. Weighted blanket.
Yeah.
Weighted blanket. Put
sweat out,
Nicrotex
sweat the
on it.
guest out. That's the segment.
Sweat the guest out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And if they can't make it to the point and they just have to reveal themselves too early,
They're just passed out.
We killed it. We
We
killed
did
it.
it. We killed another one. Okay,
We did.
speaking of killing it, we're killing in the post show. Sponsored by Lucky Cat. We'll see you there. Bye.